fix.
Not yet. But apparently Russia is at 70% of the Ukraine military buildup.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright. That's fun.
Everything's fun.
Gregory, it's me. What happened, Freddy?
This and more
Several
in Random
activities.
Adventures with the News and Pathfinder.
So, have you guys heard about the fact that Jeff Bezos wants to build a boat in the middle of fucking Netherlands, where allegedly he needs to remove a bridge in order to get it out?
He wants to build
Talk.
he wants to build a boat in the Netherlands instead of like at a dock.
Well, there is a dog in a dog
I should hope so.
something, I don't know, in the Netherlands. But
How does one spell?
the stupidest thing is, right, he's building like a super yacht. Or yacht. One of the very,
Yacht.
very big luxury boats.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yacht.
And in order to probably get it out, like into open ocean,
Wait, the Mad Lad's building it in a dry dock?
yeah, but it's massive. So there's like a bridge in the channel that needs to be removed in order for him to get it out.
They should just do what they do for super tankers.
I don't know, but they're talking about actually doing it because money.
Some people just have too much money. It's
It's gross. So, you know, so why is everything fucking? Why are there dead people on this boat?
Stop swearing. This is a good
No.
Christian server.
You're a good Christian.
Praise
server.
be unto Allah.
Ooh, okay, I cannot fix that. I don't know why the hell that capture is so funky.
Capture seems fine to me. What's bugging you about it?
It's just cutting off in a weird spot. Nothing. I've tried to fix it a few times. I can't really do anything about it. It is what it is. Let me zoom out so the whole map is... There we go. Won't really need more than that, I think.
These people have suddenly died on the deck of our ship.
I mean, we'll get to that. We'll get to
I
that.
should hope so.
Just,
No, I don't want to.
I didn't ask.
Oh, fuck.
That wasn't me asking for permission.
Fuck.
So,
These people are also quite large.
yeah, I didn't scale them down more, but it's fine. It's props. Don't worry about it.
Fuck, the dead giants on our boat.
Must be the Ifrit.
I mean, that one like fills 6 squares, so you know.
Don't
Pretty
talk.
goddamn.
No one said that his crew was human.
We don't-
Merthesius. Investigate.
All right. So who wants to bite the bullet?
I mean, not in that way. What the fuck,
I vote
that's
that it's done by somebody north of the equator.
I wrote that it's somewhere done on the west side of the world.
But you're still north of the equator.
Yeah, but I send it to the west.
We all know how bad I am at this, so...
I
Wolf.
vote Theseus.
I do believe that last session we decided to travel from our boat to the mysterious and janky looking boat that was kind of floating off to the side beside the Afridi slave island. And we all got to the island. Yeah, we did wizard bowling. We all got to the island, refusing to use the rowboat. Oh, wait, was there one of us that used the rowboat? I think we were all too cool for the rowboat.
I had to use it.
He
Oh,
used
oh,
it
oh, okay.
on the way there, and then I went with him on the way back, just so he wasn't by himself.
Okay, most of
cool
us
for the
were
rowboat.
too cool for the rowboat. And we found out that it was the Dutchman. Not necessarily the Flying Dutchman, I don't
It was
I don't
called.
think we've seen it fly.
It was called the Flying Dutchman.
We haven't seen it fly, so how do we know?
I mean, it is incredibly buoyant. We saw those giant holes in the bottom of the boat.
This is very true.
Maybe that explained the floating cannonballs.
Yeah.
That we
And so
pulled away
we,
from the water.
yeah, we had a discussion with the captain, with Davy Jones, and he was surprisingly chill with us just kind of hanging out on his boat for a while. He even allowed us to leave afterward, which was a surprise to me, honestly. Yeah, and major part of last session was we were trying to cheer up Hawk, I believe. And so everybody took him wizard bowling, where you all just hurled cannonballs at Theseus.
Floating cannonballs that floated in the water. Just
Mhm.
people were fixated on that, so it's important.
Yep.
I still want to know why they were floating.
We should go back. We should go back and investigate further.
All round
This is
2 of wizard
important.
bowling?
He's
Mhm.
not
After
I mean,
which,
That fixation is entirely why I came up with that.
and then after which we all decided to go play with an Orb of Annihilation.
Mm-hmm.
fun times.
Oh, we threw our Theseus threw his copy of The King in Yellow into the Orbit of Annihilation.
To no effect.
No,
Oh,
that was
yeah.
the ledger that was in the book. It just refused to disintegrate.
Oh.
Yes, the book is gone. The will is the will refuses. The will says no.
Somehow.
It says no
Your
you.
will does not
Yeah.
abide.
And once we were done kind of chilling out, having a vacation day on like friggin' High Seas Charon's boat, we returned to our ship for further rest and relaxation. We were just
Actually, just on a cruise.
incredible. Yeah, we just kind of vibed all last session.
Hmm.
We're just vibing.
And you came back to find the captain conspicuously missing, only to.
Oh yeah, everything's going wrong.
Yeah.
We found him.
Yeah, you found him below decks, and that
He
was
very rarely is.
yes, and that was exactly where we left off, because as you guys come down the ladder to the second deck where you guys have been sleeping, first thing you notice is everything is wrong. The tables have been strewn about and destroyed in various places, thrown across the room as if by some invisible wind that you can't feel. There's blood splatters that most certainly were not there when you had left the ship earlier. There's corpses that seem to be phasing in and out of reality. One moment seeming fully there.
Soundtrack's playing at once.
Yes. One moment they seem fully there, the next second they're an image that you can very clearly tell doesn't belong. And the hammocks along the walls are being blown about by that same wind that you can't quite feel. But in place of that wind, you feel this chill down to your bones as you look forward and see the captain engulfed in this storm of twisted faces and screaming souls that seems to be rushing up to the roof and billowing out against it. Where he's standing, it's almost like there's two of him there. The body that is staring down at the corpse in front of him, phasing in and out, and then a shadowy second self that's almost puppeting his limbs, pulling and tugging at them to get them to move. He doesn't seem to have quite acknowledged you yet, but there's almost this feeling that he knows where you are.
Can he not know where I am? I'd appreciate that.
Does he also
He
know
seems
where our
busy.
bones are?
Say that what? Say that again?
Does he also know where our bones are?
I cannot confirm nor deny that he knows where your bones are.
Fuck.
I can tell you he knows where one of my bones are. At least one.
God damn it.
I was referring to my skull, or my collarbone, or my sternum,
Well,
or
gentlemen,
one of my femurs. You know, an obvious bone.
Captain seems busy right now.
Tracking.
He does seem busy. I do agree with that one.
Perhaps we help.
We should leave.
Fair.
The first question is, how do we help?
The Resolve just generally doesn't like the appearance of, like, what appears to be a maelstrom of souls just kind of around. And the whole double figure of the captain is very much, you know, testing him in terms of just that kind of thing. So he's gonna probably try and make towards the ladder and go back above deck.
Okay, well, when you do that, I'm going to need a reflex save from you, as
It's not a will save.
a portion of that storm breaks out into a ray towards you.
Oh. Okay, so it's nothing to do with the actual door reflex save.
No.
Perfectly average.
Alright. So, you are going to take half of whatever damage this deals, and will not be paralyzed.
Is it magic?
Is it magic?
Does he have enough to beat my spell resistance?
What's your spell resistance again?
It says it right there. 13.
Oh, he
It is
he
only baby.
he cannot fail. So, yes,
Thanks.
he beats your spell resistance. And you manage to jump out of the way of this almost ray of souls shooting out towards the back of the boat, just in time for it to obliterate the ladder.
Hey, we needed
I was
that.
going to use that.
I was going to use that. And as it kind of dissipates the energy, leaving behind this whispering cloud, you can almost hear him muttering to himself over on the other side.
I guess it has to be us. What is he saying?
I mean, do you want to make a perception check to try to understand? That answered my question. Because of how quiet his voice is and how far away he is, you can't get the full picture, but it does sound very similar to the chant that had been performed by Hawk's mother and her friend.
Oh, damn it, not again.
Of course it is.
And
Bust out the sonic damage.
Resolve, you do take special note that the second self does appear to be robed rather than dressed in his normal clothes.
trying to work out what to do here. If anyone else has ideas, feel free to speak up.
So did he
Stop the
just
chanting, maybe?
No, he's probably chanting the whole time.
Was it a repetitive chant, or
Chants tend to
like
be.
it continues to change?
It's hard to tell from how far away you are, but that's the sound, or that's the idea that you get, is that it's repeating.
Well, how far away is he?
Oh,
80 feet away.
Child's play.
Well, I'm gonna move closer then.
okay.
As unfortunate as I'm gonna try and use one of these bodies as cover. So
They don't really provide much cover, but you could try.
They probably don't provide any practical cover, but it makes the result.
Oh, please. They're like 20 feet long.
And resolve
And
is
yes.
fourth. So
See if he can get any better idea of what's happening, at least.
I mean, do you have any skill that might help you here?
In terms of trained skills, the closest I have to anything useful here would either be sense motive or knowledge dungeoneering. Neither of which I'd probably be very handy.
Yeah. Neither are particularly relevant here,
I didn't think so.
unfortunately.
One thing I can try. No, that might be for later. We're not exactly hostile yet, so.
I could bust out the good old knowledge arcana.
You could, yeah.
You're right, too easy. Anybody else got any ideas?
Someone could go up and try talking to him to gain his attention while other people figure out what the fuck is going on.
I'd offer to do something, especially that, but we all know that it's probably not a good idea for either Emika or Theseus to go close, considering that I only have 54 health, and I believe Theseus has somewhere around the same ballpark of health.
It's
That's a
true,
little
Theseus
meta for my
doesn't have
taste.
very much health at the moment.
Yeah.
But we do have another option. An equally handsome option.
Theseus?
Theseus. Go
Theseus
up
is
and say
here to
hi to the
practice his-
captain.
He's here to practice his social skills.
Go practice your social skills and go make friends, Theseus.
You really gonna send your one-hit die homunculus?
No. Gotta protect my boy. I'll do it.
Are we gonna just agree to the wizard trying to be closer?
Would
Just don't
anyone
really-
like to tell me not to?
Yes. No one else is brought to is.
Alright, good for you. Here I go.
Oh boy. I don't know. Oh, they're inside of each other now. So how close are you?
Oh,
How close?
Oh.
I'm gonna try to stop him as soon as possible. Like, I'm moving to
Oh.
grab him and
Okay.
keep him
Oh,
from moving
okay.
too close.
Okay.
you can't say that. That's not okay.
So I mean, Theseus, are you stopped when he tries to stop you?
I'll stop when he if he grabs my shoulder, I'll stop. Yeah.
And you guys have also gotten close enough at this point that you watch the shadowy figure attached to the captain turn its head to look at you. though it doesn't appear to puppet the body in any meaningful way towards you.
Ratu, have you come to investigate the situation as well?
I've come to stop you from getting close to something dangerous. If anyone's going to get close enough to be at risk, it should be me or Hawk. We can actually handle it.
Alright.
Your brain is way
I'll be-
too useful in this situation.
Okay. As you guys are talking, another beam is going to fire off in that direction. Just crashing through the wall of the boat. Not hitting anybody, but evidently still uncontrolled.
Oh no, we're on the boat though.
Yeah.
I mean, look, he's not wrong. We are indeed on the boat.
Well, it seems we should be doing things quickly. So I will do my best to observe from here. If you and Hawk would like to step forward and take a closer look at the captain's current situation.
Kind of in a pondering stance, arms crossed, one hand on the chin, just examining what's happening, because Hawk has a very loose understanding of anything. So he's just keeping his distance and trying his best to figure out a way to approach that without potentially getting harmed.
There you go.
Ratu is moving closer, but no weapons drawn. The shield is on his arm, but there's no actual weapons drawn.
Okay.
And he's taking it cautiously to see what the what the captain's reaction is.
Which captain?
Oh, Captain, my captain. That
You already said the
captain.
shadowy one was looking at me. Was he looking at us in general, or me and Theseus specifically?
He's looking at you and Theseus specifically because you got close.
Okay, is his attention still on both of us, or just me?
It's on you because you're the one moving closer.
Okay.
This indicates intelligence.
Yes, it does. And Ratu keep his hands kind of at his sides, held in a open, just sort of, unthreatening stance.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna move closer again. And how big is that storm swirling around him? Is it just his space, or is it bigger?
It originates from where his feet are and goes up in almost like a 30-40 foot cone towards the ceiling. So it just progressively gets bigger as it goes upwards.
It's like a vortex.
Yeah. And it's thin enough around his body that you can mostly see him.
Does the
And
body
another
of the captain react?
another ray is going to go off that way.
Oh, lovely.
You.
No, the body is
Oh, shit. That's not supposed to show, I'm sorry.
the body is not reacting at all. In fact, looking at the way that it's being manipulated and puppeted, the body almost looks lifeless. But now the shade has fully turned its attention onto you. I heard Emiko had a question really fast.
Yeah, the boat is rocking right, and he's making holes in it. So, are we high enough above the waterline that it doesn't matter?
You're high enough that above the water line that unless the waves really start to pick up, you'll be fine.
Okay, cool. Just
When
making
that
sure.
starts happening, though,
Probably bigger issues if that starts happening.
Yeah.
Maybe just a bit, yeah.
Bratu,
Alright.
what are you doing?
Anyone else doing anything before I do anything?
I'm gonna step closer actually. If I can stop using the ruler. But
Okay.
Theseus would like to pull out his old man glasses and do some knowledge arcana.
Sure.
See if he knows a thing or two about what's happening here.
Sure.
Just a thing or two.
Go ahead.
He delicately adjusts his glasses.
From what you know and what you have read in the past, what you are witnessing is typically what happens when a lich fails to ascend properly. They mess up some part of their ritual, their phylactery gets damaged, it breaks, something goes wrong during the process, and the soul is taken out of the body as it would normally be, but it has nowhere to go. And so instead, it manifests in a way. It almost uses the body like a puppet until both are inevitably disintegrated. That, as far as you're aware, that happens very infrequently. Typically, it's when someone who's not ready to ascend into lichdom attempts to force themselves.
Ooh. Sounds like the kind of thing that might happen if, say, people were to mess with a phylactery. Damn. What poor fools.
Who could have done that?
we did kinda, try to quote unquote burn his phylactery. Which isn't a phylactery, but
No, I don't remember anything like that happening.
What poor theoretical fools. Anyway.
and Eric, this species is saying that to any of us, or would Emiko know in her own way?
I mean, Emiko could also make a knowledge arcana check to try to discern that.
I'm gonna cry if I fail this.
Yeah, you would also have similar knowledge. That it's manifesting the same way that would happen.
Who had the ledger again?
I've got the legend.
Emiko is then going to head over to resolve and ask to see the ledger.
Okay, and what is Bratu doing while this is happening? Another...
Probably doesn't know quite what they're doing, and he's here more time than anything. Anyways, he's going to not. God damn it! I don't want to take a full step closer, but I guess we're working on a grid, so I guess I'm doing that. But he'll move closer again and look to the shade and try to talk with it.
Okay. What are you gonna say?
I'm gonna say he's going to first simply ask probably a very stupid question, but it might get the shade's attention. Captain? That is you, right?
It's going to drop one of the captain's arms, and in the process, jerk the entire body to face you. And now that you're looking at his face, there is almost no life left in his eyes. You can see the very tiniest spark of anything alive in there. And it's going to grab him by the jaw rather forcefully and begin to open and close it in speech. And as it does, his voice is going to at first not come out, but eventually... Scales? Is that you?
Yeah, it's me, Captain. What happened?
Can you hear the song?
Can I hear the dirge that we hear every night?
You don't hear anything out of the expected, anyways.
Not the ordinary. But
That doesn't answer if I can hear the dirge or not. 'Cause
You're not
I half expect it.
I mean, no, you cannot hear the dirge.
Okay. Then his response will be, "No, I've only heard it really at night. I don't hear it right now."
I don't know who's singing it, but it's plagued me all night. And I woke up, and I felt I was being torn apart.
That's all he says.
Yes. You can also tell that between the body obviously starting to suffer from, being mostly dead, and the fact that the shade itself can't speak, it is taking an incredible amount of effort for the captain to communicate.
Anything I could roll to figure out an easier way to communicate with him?
I don't know, what do you think would be appropriate?
What I think would be appropriate is knowledge arcana, but I don't have it trained. The closest I have is knowledge religion or
Another
maybe
beam?
knowledge history, but that's a stretch, I think.
I mean, you limiting yourself purely to knowledge skills?
Is there a
Perhaps
way to
a
use
praise?
sense? Huh?
Perhaps a praise?
I'm curious on the thought on that one.
Well, I was curious on the thought on that one the last time it was suggested to use it, but
Oh.
Your best bet would be linguistics or some other language related skill.
I was gonna say sense motive or linguistics.
Yes. Sense motive wouldn't really do anything for you here.
I have diplomacy and bluff, but I don't know if that would make things easier to communicate, especially on his end.
You're pretty much looking at linguistics or some sort of a knowledge skill to find an alternative form of communication. Those would be kind of the scope that you're looking at.
Would knowledge religion have anything, because we're dealing with undead?
I mean, you could try. You don't know what it has for you.
So I get one try here?
Yeah.
Skill?
You get one.
Oh boy. And they are the same modifier.
Well, while he decides, what is everybody else up to? As this is all happening.
the body in front of me, does that look like flesh and blood?
Yes.
Okay.
Theseus would sidle back and over next to Emiko, because Emiko looks like they know what's up.
Emiko just wanted to check the ledger to see if it somehow had been damaged.
So I've been
Or
pronouncing it
there
wrong.
was,
It's legend.
well, legend then.
Yeah.
But yeah, she'd want to check the legend to see if it's been damaged in any way, or a clause or something has been changed in it.
Maybe we should give the legend an appraise, see if it's been like physically damaged. I imagine that could cause something like this, if it's like still functional but broken.
Yeah, that was my intention.
As I present it, I'm also gonna give it an appraisal as well, just to see if my craftsman's eye can pick up on anything.
I mean, you don't even need to roll anything.
Oh, okay.
So like,
As
You rolled
you
anyway.
as you take the ledger out and you unroll it, all of the text has been slopped over in yellow paint in this jagged, awkward writing that just says mine over and over again in various different sizes.
But it's not his.
This is not good. Could I cast a mend on it?
You could try, but you would need to overcome its spell resistance.
That's okay. He's a wizard. What kind of wizard doesn't take spell penetration?
Bleh. Never mind then. Even if I had, I don't think I'd be able to bust through his spell resistance.
You never know until you try.
Damn straight. All right then.
And it's a cantrip anyway, so it's not like you're spending a slot. Oh, it's a 10-minute cast time.
Oh yeah,
All right,
mending.
hold still.
I'm just
Mending.
gonna stand here for 10 minutes while they do whatever.
Mending is a little bit.
Wiggling my fingers at the paint, seeing if it starts peeling off.
Well, why don't you give me a caster level check just to see if it even is going to fizzle?
All right.
Yeah. So even if you cast the spell, it's not going to have an effect.
Yeah. As I wiggle my fingers, I feel like this isn't gonna do anything.
Yeah, you start to cast a spell, but it just fizzles out as you begin.
Damn.
Your finger wiggling empathy says no.
This might have had something to do with us throwing his will in a, orb. Sphere of
I
annihilation.
mean, honestly, I kind of think that may have been a coincidence because I don't see him hanging out inside of a sphere of annihilation.
The coinky dink.
So Browtu, have you decided on your skill?
I'm going to roll knowledge religion to try and see what would be an easier way of communication for someone in this state of undeath.
Sure.
But when we come back around again, I'd like to discuss an idea with Emiko.
Are we discussing it now?
And this is going to fire straight up that way.
Hey, look,
Go.
I managed.
Jesus.
The only thing you can think of, Bratu, that would really assist here is if you could somehow prevent rigor mortis from rapidly setting in.
Can I make a
heal check.
Yeah, but I don't. I don't
The-
even think.
To save you the trouble on the heal check, the only things that you're aware of that could reasonably accomplish that would all be magical in nature.
And is it right in assuming I would know that anything of positive energy would hurt due to his current state of being? Or is that.
I mean, that's not inherently a true statement. Only healing will hurt him.
Healing will hurt him? And we need to heal the
I have-
body.
I have a concept, but the Resolve would need to know this revelation.
The one I just came to?
Yes. Otherwise, I'm just going to be sitting here holding a piece of paper while the two magically inclined people go, yes, paper.
Ratu's gonna. Yeah. He'll just quickly turn his head back to the group. And. I'll yell out that we need to somehow stop the body from entering rigor mortis. Otherwise, this isn't going to be reversible whatsoever. This isn't going to be fixable. It's going to just get worse and worse a lot more quickly.
Not quite the part that I needed to know. Oh well.
Rigor mortis? I thought the rigor mortis.
Maybe we pickle him. I hear that stops things from decomposing.
Well,
So hold on.
Not wrong.
Then I don't know what you mean by the revelation. Do you mean that healing would hurt him? Or...
Yes, but we're getting too far better now, so.
let's see.
The guy on the.
Oh boy, Bratu.
A reflex.
I'm gonna need a reflex save from you.
It's gonna hurt like a bitch because I bet money I'm gonna fail it.
It's not the damage you need to be worried about.
I think I should be worried about everything with that roll.
All right. So, as you are passing along the information to the rest of your party, another one of those beams of energy shoots out, slamming into you from the side and causing your joints and muscles to tighten and lock in place. So you take 21 points of damage and are paralyzed for, is that 24 seconds?
4 rounds.
Or 4 rounds. If you get into combat, it's 4 rounds.
That's some serious oof.
Well, okay, let's get back into more things. Broder said that healing him might help, but I'm pretty sure it's common knowledge to the party at the moment that he's kind of in a state of undeath at the moment. Is that correct?
You are aware that he is in some form of undeath, yeah?
How
mean,
common knowledge is the fact that only negative energy heals undead?
It's pretty common knowledge that undead have their polarities swapped.
Okay, well, in which
Yeah.
case, the Resolve will pass the legend over to Theseus
Thank you.
and produce from his backpack the dark, gnarled wooden staff of his staff of Hawk.
Emigrant doesn't have any negative spells today.
So he's going to then, with the staff drawn, walk over.
Oh boy.
Bonk.
He's walking. Flying doesn't seem like it's appropriate here.
The captain
And attempt to
has
use-
also gone back to his muttering.
And attempt to use the staff to cast inflict serious wounds.
Okay. I'm gonna need
which
you.
And I hope this doesn't backfire.
I need a UMD check before anything.
That too. Then you're also going to have to attempt to bypass okay.
No. Well, it kind of fizzles out then.
Yeah, the spell fizzles before you can even get it out.
Does that consume the charge?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the
So-
Resolve will shake the staff a little bit, and as it fails, he just looks a bit defeated and puts the staff back upon his back.
And you see
Does it
Bronte
go?
just, paralyzed.
Damn.
Well, I tried.
So, Emiko,
Yeah. Yeah, it's something
Kinda
you
look-
wanted to.
I just kind of want to run something by a fellow intellectual.
I mean,
Hey.
intellectual might be a bit of a stretch.
Andros isn't here. What are you talking about?
Right here.
But
Yeah, but you guys are the ones who are like running up to like poke at it.
And another beam out that way.
Mostly because you wouldn't let me run up and poke at it. But anyway,
He's jealous.
yeah. It looks like the captain's soul is trying to leave his body. If I'm seeing things correctly, would you say that's kind of what's happening?
yeah, sounds about right. I don't really have anything to try and do for it, but yeah, seems that way.
And the problem is that his soul's like outside of his body, but it's not supposed to be, and it looks like it really doesn't enjoy it. So it needs to go back into a body. But it seems very intent on leaving the captain. So what we perhaps need is another body for the captain to inhabit.
What are you suggesting? Like, which body? A dead body or?
I look over at Thusius.
No. Or Theseus.
I mean,
Thusius.
we can try. I haven't really done much soul bleeding or things like that. So, Total Wire Guard could not. It might also destroy Theseus, I'd assume.
It might, but I feel like the cat. I haven't known him for very long, but I feel like the captain's been kind of screwed over by this whole thing. I'm still not entirely certain what the deal is with any of this, but I feel like he deserves like a second chance.
What about his own second buddy?
Another
You
beam
mean, like
out
trying to get
that
to
way.
get the spirit to go back into his own body?
That or his. Wait, no, fuck. That is spirit. Fuck. Yeah, we can try. I assume we'd be able to do that. Unless, of course, he's possessed by something that's pushing the spirit out.
While that's
a
happening,
good
I'm going
point.
to try and drag Bratu away.
I'm gonna need a strength check.
Yeah, I figured as much.
How many seconds have passed?
Boy is not budging. It's been about 12 seconds.
Why is the dragon so fat?
You're also noticing that as you're deliberating, the storm is getting more intense above him. And the spirit is starting to almost get antsy as it's marionetting the body.
I'll say that like the most useful thing I could do at the moment probably would be either trying some dispel magic on that vortex there, or telling Thusius that it's time to fulfill his destiny.
His destiny.
I mean, can you make a new homunculi, or is the homunculi not too important?
I'd rather not say
Probably
about
questions for another time.
importance. Questions for another time, yeah. I can make another I can make another Theseus.
No, then we should try at least to see if the soul will come in.
Alright.
If it's like if you can make another, then well, by what you said, it's somewhat important later on. So, and the fact that you can make another, it's probably all right.
So somebody's life is on the line already anyway.
Yeah.
Theseus. It's time to be a hero. Does Theseus have anything to say about this matter?
I don't know, does he? He's just you, or an approximation of you.
You did what must be done.
Theseus, I need you to go and do something reckless and dangerous.
Also, while that's happening, other than the resolve, who all got looked at by the statue back at port?
Not me.
Don't remember.
Yeah, that.
Ratu got looked at
Oh,
by
yeah.
it rather.
Yep. Because
Okay.
the resolve, I think, were the first ones down there. And so I know it was us. And then. Fox? No, I remember that.
Yeah, I did not go in the cellar.
It's just a 50-50 on Emiko, really.
She went down there, but I don't know if she went down that far.
This is why I told you to make notes. SMH my head.
I mean, to be fair, the last time I made notes, we were still doing Fantasy Grounds.
You should have brought your notes over.
Well,
Can I still get my notes back from Fantasy Grounds?
either way, the person that matters in this case, I guess, is the resolve. The longer they've spent deliberating, the more you're watching the Shade look less like the captain and more like a familiar hooded figure. You're watching fingers slowly take on a bony appearance and dig further into the body that it's puppeting. And the hood is constantly fixated on you and Bratu now.
Yes, the Resolve will continue his trying to pull the very large dragon and call out to the magic users up the back.
Well, what do you want to do? You want me to just lightning bolt him?
You guys have
I
been
think
talking
we-
about this for this long and you've just landed on lightning bolt.
Theseus, the time is now. I love you, my son. Go forth.
So what are you gonna tell him to do? Just like walk up? What's the plan?
Let this all.
The plan kinda is just to like have Theseus walk into the Shade and see if the Shade like tries to inhabit him.
Right.
Forceful possession.
Sure.
Does Theseus have any of my skills?
Is this a base? Yeah. Oh, what the hell? Why is the base homunculus showing up as a cat?
Because it's a cat.
I just need to see its hit die. Or its AC. I mean, its AC is probably nothing. So, you're going to have Theseus just walk up and attempt to grab the Shade.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. So he is going to... That's a ruler. That's not helpful. So he's going to walk up And he is going to attempt to touch the captain, who is going to... promptly swing his arm in time with the shade's movements to hit Thuseus and knock it over to there. And considering Theseus's health pool is very small, that immediately knocks him unconscious. And he will need
Alright.
repairs later.
Your son.
Then it's war.
And now the
My
shade
boy.
the shade above the captain, at least for the resolve, has taken on the same shape that you've seen Haster take for you before.
It's so nice that he's showing me a face I'm used to seeing.
And
Question mark?
the captain's final cry before I have to have you all roll initiative is, "Help me!"
Yeah.
Yep,
By
that
the
sounds
way,
about
has
right.
24 seconds passed?
Yes.
Okay. As this starts, do I see that in the shade?
Yes.
Oh, I'm rolling.
Lovely.
I
Well, that was a
forego
very
how
low roll.
initiative.
I forgore.
Where's mine?
Oh, I see it.
Oh, there it is.
Alright.
Dang it.
I
lost
bet
track of it.
I bet you won't be surprised to learn that the captain is going to go first.
I was
He did roll
close.
the high end, surprisingly enough.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
the
wait, I got a 24.
he has a 25.
25.
Captain Andy is a 23. Oh, that's melee. Never.
Yeah, that was his attack roll. So the puppeted body is going to grab its rapier from one hip, and since Bratu is right next to it, is just going to make a full round against it.
Thank God I'm not paralyzed.
A full attack, and he is going to power attack it. So I believe the...
It's the 18 does not.
I believe a 30 hits, yeah.
Yes, I believe a 30 hits. So you're going to take 14 points of damage as he brings up the rapier and in a long jerking motion stabs it through one of the small slits in your armor. And as he pulls it back and the blood splatters against the ground, he is also going to unleash another ray. This one is going to be aimed... It's going to be aimed
I'm not.
at Emiko, since he can only hit Emiko. Or he can only hit one person. So he's going to aim it at Emiko. So I need a reflex save from you.
Oh fuck. I'm actually blind.
Oh, one short.
Damn.
So you're going to... You're going to take 20 points of damage and be paralyzed as the full brunt of the blast slams into you.
Sort of somewhere.
And
Paralyzed should be in your buffs thing, and you should be able to set a timer on it. If not, just say, it's 4 turns.
Yeah.
And then he is going to take a 5-foot step backwards. In the process, the shade tugging the entire body backwards. And the storm is going to move with it. And then it's Hawk's turn.
Safe to say that I have full drunken key because I'm always sipping from the flask.
I think it's safe to say, sure.
Alright. Thank you. So I will, seeing that things are going bad, try and do what I do best. My footstep here, and then I'm gonna use my movement to get up here.
Sure.
I don't believe I actually have 70, so I'm gonna have to dash. Or I have a 65, so if I just moved up in diagonal, getting here would be
Charge.
65.
I mean, either way, you can either charge or you could just take a single diagonal step and it'll be 65 feet.
What is charge? I'm unfamiliar.
Actually, no, because of how he has to move, he can't charge here.
Fair point.
Charges, you can move up to twice your speed in a straight line and make an attack at the end of it.
And I did move in a straight line after my 5-foot step. Is it because after my 5-foot step I can't charge?
A charge has to be one continuous motion. In order to...
After I get to here, that would have been a straight line.
But it has to be... The entire movement has to be one continuous motion, not a diagonal and then straight.
Okay.
But you still have 65 feet of movement, so you can still move up and
make an attack. I just don't get a charge bonus.
Yeah.
Okay. Then... Sorry, I'm just reading my styles really fast. In that case, I will just make a normal unarmed strike against him.
Okay. You will also...
Strike. I'm gonna just attack the physical body and see if that does anything.
Sure. You will...
tried clicking it, but it didn't roll it, so I'll try again.
It should pop up a little dialogue, because you have to tell it if you're doing a single attack roll or multiple. Oop.
That's not right.
Yeah.
There we go. Single attack.
Okay. I'm not sure if that hits. It does, so I need you to roll a percentile because of his the cloud around him is obscuring your vision just enough that it's hard to tell where the actual body is properly.
9.
Oh. So you do miss, as it is slightly back from where you thought it was. So as you swing, you go wide in front of it.
Okay.
And do you have any swift actions you want to do, anything like that?
I don't think I can use any. I don't have any swift actions I can use.
Okay. Then Bratu.
Hey.
Wait, no. I will activate sudden speed as a key point.
Okay, what's that do?
It just gives me plus 30 movement speed
Oh.
for a minute.
Okay.
I've got a reason for it. I promise.
Sure. Bratu.
Okay, so the body's not conscious, is it? Since I've been close enough to see it this whole time.
The
Even regardless of how much life is in it, it is not considered. It's not conscious. It's just a puppet.
I mean, it appears to be conscious. It just appears to be incapable of acting on its own.
I am going to move back over here,
Okay.
flanking it with Hawk. And I'm gonna try a non-lethal strike at it to see how that affects it.
Okay, sure.
Um,
So you'll take a -4 on your attack roll for doing that.
Yep, and I'm pulling out the bonk hammer.
Okay.
Combat. Bonk hammer. Attack. Do I put the -4 in the dice or the bonus?
In the bonus.
Bonus. Okay.
Okay, and then you will also need to roll your mischance. So that'll be a percentile. You are also going to miss. Much like when Hawk swung, you think you're hitting the right spot, but the storm has displaced his body just enough that you go just in front of where he actually is. You can feel it brush against the leather that he wears, but doesn't make a full contact. And is that your turn?
I can't make a skill check without being an action, I wouldn't think. If it's a knowledge check,
Yeah, that's it. That would be an action.
then yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Resolve.
Hello. So the body is attacking.
It appears to be controlled, but yes, it is attacking.
All right. So, unfortunately, the resolve has more self-preservation than kind of sympathy at the moment. I'm going to take a 5-foot step in.
Sure.
I'm going to spend a point of mythic power to use a sudden attack, which gives me an extra attack at my highest BAB.
Okay.
And I'm going to do a full round bowling infusion Earthblade.
Okay.
So I'll add haste just because it gives me an extra attack.
Yeah, it's the same effect.
Yeah. And the first one gets rolled twice. Not that I don't think 26 matters, but we'll find out anyway.
It gets to roll twice no matter what.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So there's 2 crits and a miss.
So roll for your confirmation. And then you'll need, after you roll your confirmation, you'll need 2 mischances.
Okay. I don't have an easy way to roll for confirmation, so I'll just do... Okay, so it's not confirmed.
Yeah, that does not confirm.
Okay.
You would need a little bit higher. God. You guys are not doing great on these mischances, so one of those hits.
In which case I roll...
And this does... and these do not count as spells, because this is an Earthblade, so...
Yeah, this is an Earthblade.
And it does have the magic type for the purpose of overcoming DR.
I believe they do, yes.
Okay.
I also roll CMD if I can find it again.
Yep.
Ta-da. not CMD, CMB. Just make sure that it's properly okay. So that's a 37
Okay.
for trip.
I'm just double checking. It's dodges AC. He's actually going to spend a... Yeah, it doesn't... Oh, before its attack roll is made. Never mind. He's not going to do that. I don't think he has anything to stop him from getting knocked over. So, you're going to bring the Earthblade down against him, right at his legs, and knock him over onto the ground.
Takes 27 points of damage from the only attack that hit him.
Yep. I already applied that.
Cool.
Let me just hit the... Let me figure out where prone is in here. I'll do it the other.
Unfortunately, at the end of the round, my blade just dissipates, but it'll be good to know that attacks of opportunity can be made, potentially.
Alright. Emiko, you are paralyzed for the turn. And Theseus.
I believe that I am going to take out my Wand of Cure Light Wounds and see if I can't help Emiko here.
Okay, so you're going to heal her?
Yep.
Sure, go ahead.
LeBoop.
Okay, then I've used a target.
But you feel slightly better.
Yep, you heal. Emiko heals 4 points.
That won't do anything for the paralysis, will it?
No.
Alright.
That is a different spell, unfortunately.
Damn. Well, I tried to help.
Did you have anything else you wanted to do?
I'll step it. Change back to being able to move. I'll see about stepping between Emiko and the captain for now, while she's prone and defenseless.
Sure.
Just for confirmation, kinetic blasts are magic
All of them are?
for the purpose of bypassing DI.
Okay. That's important, because I just know that energy goes against spell resistance.
Yeah.
Alright. So
Yeah, they've got it under control.
his turn's going to come around, and he is going to make an acrobatics check as part of his standing up to avoid being attacked. He's still going to stand up, but you both get an attack of opportunity against him.
That's Bratu and Hawk. I don't.
Yes.
unfortunately.
Yeah, Bratu and Hawk both get an attack of opportunity.
And I can't wait for kinetic whip.
And can I make this non-lethal as well?
Still takes the -4 penalty, but yes.
That's fine.
And I will need a mischance from Hawk.
I don't think a mischance matters for me.
Yeah, you just miss. Alright. So, Hawk, you are going to hit him as he's standing up, but the electric part of your attack seems to do nothing.
Okay.
So 3, 14.
I do have magic hands though,
Yep.
if that matters at all.
You have
All of
magic
Hawk's partners
hands.
love him for it.
Alright.
I mean, this 22 dex ain't talking about nothing.
That's not what I thought it was. So he is going to just... That's a full round action, so he can't do that. Yeah, so he is going to use his touch attack. Let me just I forgot to bring it in, so give me 1 second. Didn't ask. That was not me asking for permission. Okay, so he's going to make a touch attack against. He's going to make it against the resolve. Since the resolve seems to be posing the biggest threat at the moment. So this will be a melee touch attack.
What was that? That was a 21 against my touch AC, yeah?
Yep. Does that...
He hits.
Alright. So you are going to take 1d8 plus 5.
If it's magic, he still has to roll against my spell resistance.
The ability does not... Well, I think he does. But he also can't fail.
Oh, I still want him to roll.
Sure.
I'm gonna get the most out of my bad racial trait.
What's his charisma? Yeah.
Had a chance. No, I didn't.
So you are going to take 13 points of damage as the shade reaches out and grabs you, feeling as if it saps some of your life force from you.
It's not very nice.
And then that's his movement, standard. And
that was a magical attack, not a physical attack, yeah?
It's
Sorry,
negative. It's negative energy.
Okay, so DR doesn't apply.
Correct. He's going to take a 5-foot step back. That's a ruler, not a movement. And he's going to once again unleash his blast. So that is going to be Emiko, Theseus, and Hawk that need to make a reflex save.
Then I automatically fail it because paralyzed.
Does paralyzation make you auto-fail? I thought it just gave you a penalty.
I'd assume so.
I'll check.
Considering I can't move.
I'll double check.
But that's just me using logic that might not apply.
You have an effective score of 0 for your dexterity, so you take your reflex save drops by... What's your score? Oh,
it's -1 actually, apparently.
yeah. So when you press reflex, it'll automatically give you the correct save. Yeah.
Yeah, -5. Oof.
So Theseus and Emiko both fail, taking 19 points of damage and becoming paralyzed. And Hawk...
That's negative damage?
It is it's untyped damage.
Oh, never mind then.
And Hawk, because of your evasion, you avoid the damage entirely.
Ooh.
Good for him.
And as his turn ends, I'm going to need to get some bros.
No, put the bros back in the box.
I'm afraid I cannot do that.
Put the bros back.
Back in the bro box.
Going to have one Juju
bro
zombie.
box.
We'll take them out for waffles later.
Another question actually. Since I failed, does it mean the paralyzed resets?
I don't think they stack. It doesn't say. So you'll just continue on the first duration since they're the same anyways.
Okay.
So, as his turn ends, you watch as from 3 of the bodies, these humanoid shapes with tight leathery skin and emaciated frames kind of pull themselves to their feet where the fake bodies should be. And 3 Juju zombies join the initiative order.
Oh no.
Wow,
damn it.
that rolled really high. Okay.
Now my yeah.
So, the first one, I don't think they have any special abilities per se, so the first one is just going to go... What's their movement speed? Okay, 30. It's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's going to move up behind the resolve and make a single
Oh.
attack
So they're not like standard zombies. They're not staggered.
with
it
its
misses.
short sword, and yeah, it's going to miss. Hawk,
He's
it's your turn.
he's took a 5-foot step away from me.
Yes.
Well, no.
Well,
Okay.
no.
Full round, so I get my flurry.
Before you roll attacks, he is going to make an opportune parry against, I think, only one of them. Each size category. Actually, I think she can do it any number of times. Just on the safe side, it's going to be the first attack is going to be an attempted parry. So, make your attack rolls, and I believe it's if the attack is higher than yours. Yeah, so make your attack rolls, and the first one, if it's lower than this, will be parried.
It's lower than 34.
Yeah.
Really fast, I'm just checking one of my abilities.
Sure.
So, out of sickened, fatigued, and stunned, which one is the worst condition?
Stunned is the worst. It makes them drop everything they're holding, and they are flat-footed for a turn.
Okay, so I would like my second and third attack to be stunning fist, or can I only do that once per turn?
What does your feat say? Or what does your ability say? There.
It just says that I can apply it to an attack, but I have to like declare it first.
Let me... If I can find it. There we go.
I think your parry is actually a 32.
You may... Doesn't specify how many times in a round. Oh, you can only do it once per round.
Okay, so I'll just apply it to my second attack then. The one that is not being parried.
Sure.
So, full attack, and then I'll click it once more for the third.
I understood. So, the first attack gets parried, and he is going to use a second point of panache to riposte as well. Bringing him down 2 points.
Then he needs to make a, I believe, fortitude save.
I don't think a 29 actually hits you.
It might. Let me look at my AC. Is that in attributes? Where's that?
That's under
Combat?
combat.
Defense is 27.
So it does hit you. So you're going to take 4 points of damage. That's actually wrong. He's also supposed to be adding a swashbuckler level. That's supposed to be 14, not 4.
Kind of a big difference.
Yes.
So if I click apply twice and then apply half once, that's 10. Or so 4, 8, and 14. I've taken
as
14 damage.
as for the stunning strike, I believe he actually is immune to stuns right now. Yeah. At the moment, he is immune to being stunned.
That is some bullshit. but
So
okay.
you hit where you think a nerve should be that would stun him, and it just hits dead skin and muscle. Doesn't seem to have any meaningful impact otherwise. But he does take the 20 points of damage because he is immune to electricity. And that is going to trigger... Oh, nope, never mind. That's not going to trigger that yet.
Good. There's something to trigger.
Is that all for you then?
And because I used Flurry of Blows, I can use my Style Strike.
Okay.
Which is a tripping one. So for every attack that hit, I can make a trip for free. So it's C and B.
Yeah, so you get one free
As soon
trip.
as I find that.
At the same time, go ahead and also, I forgot the mischance, since we're still resolving the attack. Yeah, you're fine. But you do not trip him.
It is 20 because the +2. So
Yeah, that's still not enough to trip.
Okay.
All right. Mr. Bratu.
Okay. So Hawk has hit him now.
Yes.
And what effect does it seem like that has had?
The-
At least that I can see.
The body appears to have been damaged.
But no effect to that shade, it seems like.
Nothing perceivable, no.
How high in the air is the shade above his body?
It's holding on to his body.
I can't do something precise with an area of effect attack, can I?
You cannot.
Shit. Not that it would probably do anything, because it's undead. And cold doesn't mean shit to them, but... Can I target it? With a normal attack?
Your weapon's magical, right?
Both of my weapons are magical, yes.
You could try.
As part of my movement, can I switch weapons to your axe?
Sure.
Okay, I'll do that, and I'm gonna take a swing at the shade itself,
Okay.
just to see what happens. Which it is no ball, but I don't.
Well, just go ahead and make your attack roll.
Yeah.
And you will still need to roll your mischance. And, well, you rolled before I said it, so never mind.
Oh. Okay, just the mischance.
Yep, just the mischance. And so
I
that
was gonna ask about the no qual, but I don't know if this qualifies. It is very specific.
the no qual does not have any additional effect here, and you still affect the body, though only half as much. So he is only going to take 9 points of damage as you're attacking the soul rather than the body. And the soul's incorporeal.
So what? Is there any visible effect or reaction from that, though? Besides just the body taking damage.
The soul doesn't seem to have an obvious reaction to it, though judging by the transference of damage into the body, there is some amount of probably frustration. but the soul doesn't, break away or anything special.
Alright. Then, yeah, that's gonna be my turn for now, then.
Alright.
I am not the most useful person in this situation.
Oops. Alright. Resolve, it's your turn.
Hello, two things. First of all, I sent you a message.
Yes.
Second of all, would I have noticed that look of frustration/discomfort?
You also would notice the damage being transferred from soul to body.
So, yes. In which case, I'm going to make the most of the opportunity and take a 5-foot step in away from my newfound friend, it seems.
Alright.
And do the same thing again, but probably with a little more punch behind it.
Okay. First attack will also be parried.
Yeah. So, another use of mythic power,
Yep.
but this time I am accepting 2 points of burn. Is it 2 or 1 for a thingy? I don't remember. I've gotten so used to empowering things that I don't remember the standard burn of a magma.
I think it's 1, because empowered is 1.
Fine, I'll accept 1 point of burn then. So that's... that's 8. Oh, come on. I'm not usually this slow. There we go. Magma Blade. We love it. You say the first one will be parried.
Yes.
The first one is also the one that gets the benefit from Sudden Strike, so
What's the benefit of sudden strike again?
advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it's a 26.
So it gets parried
Rippo.
by 1.
No, just God damn it.
It is...
How many of the other attacks go through there?
the second one does. But before you roll anything...
Oh, sorry.
Well, I mean, you have to roll your miss chance, but before you roll anything else, that is going to trigger his Psychic Scream. So I need... That's 60 feet.
That's the boat, pretty much.
This one per hit die. Let me just double check exactly how far that is. Yeah, so everybody needs to give me a will save.
Hey, a decent to say roll.
Including these 2 zombies.
I think I fail.
I also, did I roll? Hello?
You did. I see it.
There it is. Okay, I also wanted to, since it wasn't giving me the option to roll 2, I want to use,
Just roll
a bit
twice.
of,
Yeah, just roll again. Either way, he's going to take 42 points of damage.
I obviously should have specifically mentioned I was targeting the spirit, not the body.
Oh, so he'll take 21 points of damage. Yeah, so Bratu, one of the zombies, and Hawk all fail. Everyone else succeeds. Meaning that Bratu and Hawk, you're both stunned for 1 round, or you're both dazed for 1 round. As he unleashes this horrible, deep-throated scream that almost seems to rock at your very soul. And in the process, he is also going to drain some of your energy into himself, regaining, I believe, 18.
Come on, I just hit him.
So
Why would you
he's
do that?
going to go to that. Alright. And I believe that's the Resolve's turn.
It is, yes.
so do we take damage, or does he just heal from the amount of...
He just
people
heals.
hit?
He just heals.
Okay.
I believe that's this zombie. Oh, I did not mean to press that button. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Seeing as they are incapacitated, this one is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Emiko, you can make a will save to try and break free of your paralyzation now. And that you do. So, at the end of your turn, you're free of paralysis. And Theseus, you as well.
So that would mean I'm quote unquote still paralyzed until
No.
next time.
Well, I mean, you lose your turn, but you're no longer paralyzed. So you unapply the paralysis. And then Theseus needs to make a will save to see if the same thing. Theseus is still paralyzed. Poor pet wizard. Alright. So, Captain, since he is surrounded, is going to make an acrobatics check to jump over Bratu.
That's a high jump.
Ooh.
And let me just double check what it is to move through another. I can spell the word acrobatics correctly.
I think if you just click on the little book next to acrobatics, it should tell you.
Trying to keep this. I'm just trying to keep the screen clear.
Okay, fair enough.
Where is skills? There it is. Acrobatics. And he is attempting to move through a threatened square. Okay, so what is your CMD, Bratu?
CMD
Yes.
is 27.
Okay, and
In case you need flat-footed, it's 25, just in case.
I don't think there's anything here for him. I think he still fails to go through the square. Just double checking everything. Yeah, he does. Okay. So he cannot go through your square. Instead, he's just going to avoid an attack of opportunity by moving out of the other squares to here, here, here.
Okay.
Aren't we dazed and can't make them anyway?
Well, you can still attack while dazed.
Hawk, you can go into your buffs on your character sheet and immediately apply Daze condition, and it'll handle everything for you automatically.
He is
Can't
going
take any
to.
actions as you're dazed.
Oh, well, then he's avoiding the resolve.
I mean, I can't unless you allow me to punch him.
Anyways, he is going to. Oh, he can't really do what I was thinking of doing. He's going to make an attack roll against Bratu with his sword. His rapier. That's the... Oh, that was a crit.
And a confirmation on that crit.
So you're going to take 29 points of damage, because I don't have his panache effect in at the moment. And...
Can I use absorb blow on that?
pretty
Because you're
sh-
dazed, can't.
I don't... Does it specify that it's an action? Let me...
It calls it an immediate action. Yeah.
Then yeah, because you're dazed, you can't.
Okay.
So you're going to take 29 points of damage, and as a swift action, he is going to, surprise, surprise, unleash another Soul Lash. That Hawk also needs to save against.
Do I have any modifiers to this?
Dazed will apply any modifiers you have.
Okay. And it's a what save?
Reflex.
Reflex.
I can just click this, can't I?
Yeah, you should be able to just click the reflex thing. Ooh,
Fail.
you do. Bratu.
So I apply half because evasion?
You apply half, but you still become paralyzed for 4 rounds. And Bratu, you take the full damage.
Yeah. I'm in a bad way.
This time as the lash comes out and rushes through both of you, this zombie needs to make a save as well.
Although something will come up next round for me for self-reliant.
Yeah, that zombie is just obliterated.
Bye, zombie.
So as he unleashes another lash, you both feel your muscles and joints lock into place, trapping you where you are. And you watch as the spirit above it is now pushing itself higher to create almost an imposing figure of itself. And at the end of your turn, Hawk, you can try a will save to end the effect. The effect? Just Juju Zombie is this. This one's going to...
I don't think a 19 succeeds.
It does not.
Oh,
But dazed goes away, right?
Yes.
but when he's done with that, I have to ask about self-reliant, I guess.
What about it?
I was thinking when it next popped up, but it actually says when I immediately fail a...
That's a...
Oh, it is reflex. Shit.
Yeah.
Brain is so focused on will saves.
Also,
Screwing us with them, but not fair. Never mind.
the Juju Zombie does move up behind you, resolve an attempt to attack you, but does not succeed.
I like to imagine that the blade just careens off his flesh of stone.
Sure. Bratu, you can make a will save at the end of your turn to end the effect. Which,
Oh, and then that would trigger self-reliant, wouldn't it?
Whenever you
Against
fail a
effect
saving
with
throw against an
duration
effect with the duration.
Greater than 1 round.
yeah.
Alright, and is it my turn?
This is the end of your turn.
Okay, yeah. So, I'll go ahead and make that. And if I...
That's a fail.
So here comes self-reliant one.
That's a fail.
Damn it.
Alright. Resolve, you're up.
Hello again. Given that the zombie has proven twice over that it's not really a threat, at least I don't think it is, and boy, that's probably going to bite me in the ass. Damn, I don't have anything that allows me to do more than 1 blast. I'm just going to keep position next to Hawk as kind of like a bodyguard kind of thing.
Okay.
Does Gathering Power provoke? I don't remember.
I don't think it does. Let me check.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. If I can find it in my list of stuff. Jesus, there it is.
Stop having so many abilities.
The features I can't help it.
I mean, I'm not even bringing up the one I just forgot about.
It's a move action. Doesn't.
It doesn't say so.
Yeah, so it doesn't then.
Okay. I'm gonna gather power for my move action and accept a point of burn.
Oh
To
boy.
fire an empowered magma blast.
Okay.
So,
Let me just double check. Okay, so he is also going to again attempt to parry it.
oh god, I didn't know he could parry ranged attacks. Oh god. My chance of hitting is now minute. In which case I'm also gonna surge.
Sure.
I'll roll the attack first, but I'm going to surge as well.
You have a 38 to beat.
Yeah. So.
That would be a no.
No, not even surging does that, so I won't surge.
Yeah. So you spend a moment gathering power, fire and rock kind of swirling around you, and you fire the magma blast and watch as he brings his rapier up to cut it clean in half and send the two halves flying past him. There's some very visible damage on his rapier, but it still manages to be holding together at least.
Actually, are you sure that this applies? Because it's a spell-like ability, not an attack, technically. And it's a ranged spell-like ability.
I believe it is. Oh, actually, no, I'm wrong. It specifies a melee attack, so you still need to roll mischance and spell resistance.
Magma Blast is physical.
It
doesn't matter anyway.
It misses anyway. So, still knocks it off with his blade, but not because of the parry.
Would have been nice, though.
Yeah, it probably would have been. Alright. This zombie is going to... as far as it's aware, the other two are still paralyzed. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's going to make an attack roll, and... That's still a miss, I think.
Against me?
Yes.
Yes.
So, still misses. Emiko, it's your turn.
I actually don't believe they can hit me on anything but a critical.
Microphone was muted, sorry. That one kind of bummed me, and now I need to figure out my my movement again.
You have 60 feet of flight and 30 feet of ground.
Yep. I wanted to actually lightning rod them, but now I'm gonna fly. I cannot.
You're on ruler still.
Yeah. I think it was there. And then I am gonna, fucking...
Everybody's favorite.
Burning Hands, if I can align it properly. That should hit both, right?
Yeah.
And then I need to find my character again and do the dirty deeds done that cheap.
So the first one avoids the attack entirely. Didn't roll your damage for some reason.
But he just put the spell up, he didn't cast it.
Oh.
That's fair, that is... How do I turn it?
Yeah, let me... Okay, that doesn't want to be turned.
Yeah.
So that and that can go away. So one of them avoids the attack entirely, and the other takes half damage from its evasion, and then is immune to the rest of the damage because of its resistance. So you bring your hands together to shoot forward that cone of fire, and watch both of them just shrug it off, as if they haven't even been affected.
Oh shit, that's my turn.
Theseus, at the end of your turn, you can make a will save to break free of paralysis.
Alright, I shall do all of the things that I can totally do right now.
Yeah.
And then I'll make my will.
I, it's not. That's not good.
I choose not to move.
Sure. All right. Captain's turn is going to come around. He is going to, as a full round, make attacks. So, first attack is going to... I have to do these separately just in case. I think at 10 he gets 2. Where is it? Where are you? There you are. 10th level, yeah, he gets 2. So, first attack is going into Bratu for sure. I think that hits. What's your paralyzed AC? 21.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Look, it's a 37.
So you're going to take another... Well, I was more for the critical confirmation. So you are going to take 30 points of damage and fall unconscious.
Well, I think I would normally fall unconscious. Which of my abilities of Do Not Die do I wish to trigger?
That's up to you.
This would put me below 0 hit.
Most definitely. It'd put you at -9.
Okay. Yeah, then I'm gonna first trigger without master.
Sure.
So I'm just at 1 hit point unconscious.
Sure. Either way, his second attack is going to be a pistol shot at the Resolve. Which misses. Don't think it misfires, though. I think pistols only misfire on a 1. So, he's going to... I don't think he can do Dazzling Displayer's Gory Finish either, because you didn't actually go to 0.
I did not. If Die Hard or Hard to Kill a trigger, they'd be different.
Yeah, he cannot use his Gory Finish because you didn't go to 0. So he's going to just use his swift action to unleash another Soul Lash after taking a 5-foot step. And I believe it will be... I'm trying to originate it from the corner, but it won't let me do that. Oh, because I'm in the wrong menu. Yeah, so he's going to send another one that way. Both Resolve and Bratu get another save.
Don't I take half even if I succeed?
Why would you take half if you succeed?
I'm no, because there's damage. I just don't know. I haven't succeeded yet. I don't know.
If you succeed, you take half. But if
I've been muted this whole time.
If you fail, you take full.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm paralyzed.
Which you do fail, so you take the full 20 points of damage and get to pick your other Don't Die ability.
Let's see that one.
And
it's double my con score. What puts me auto dead?
double your con score in 1 hit.
Okay, then yeah. Die Hard triggers.
Sure. Boom, boom.
Yeah, I automatically stabilize. And I need to make a check each round to avoid losing additional points.
Sure.
So I'm now disabled.
Next turn, this one is going to make an attack against the Resolve.
That missed.
Still, yeah. Hawk, end of your turn. You can make a will save to end your paralysis.
And boop. Boop.
That's just shy. Brought.
That's 2 more turns of this.
Well, I have a question. Because
'Kay.
I know Days is gone.
You're paralyzed. You can't take actions.
Is Bountiful Resolve an action? I don't think
Does
it
it
is.
say action in its description?
Great, I have to go and look at the other resolve ability. Okay. One of them is considered an action, so I would imagine the whole ability is considered one.
Yeah. I mean, when you're using it on someone else. When you're using it on someone else, anyways, that's an immediate action, anyways. Or standard or swift or whatever it specifies. But if you're using it on someone else, it's an action of some variety. Well, end of your turn, you can attempt to break free of the paralysis as well.
Okay. And Self-Reliant will trigger if the first one's a failure, because Self-Reliant doesn't seem to have a limit. I'll double check. Yeah, it's just because it's very. Anytime it's a will save throw gets an effect with
Sure.
the trigger around.
Go ahead again. That is still a failure. Just barely.
Well, hold up. Strong comeback. Whenever I'm able to re-roll a saving throw, I get a +2 circumstance bonus.
Okay.
You should probably add that as a note to your rolls then.
Then that does
Get it on redraw.
that does bring you over the threshold to 22, which is 1 more than you need to save. So at the
How often I would need to add that to the rolls? And sorry.
at the end of your turn, you are no longer paralyzed.
Yeah.
Resolve. The end of your turn, you can attempt to break free as well. And you do so.
Hey, I'm alive.
This one is going to still make an attack against you and miss.
I love how you have so much confidence in your zombies.
Emiko, your turn.
Yeah, I am gonna move to not do that. Here, when I change the stuff around.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do one of my other signature spells that's not fire for once.
Is that lightning bolt?
It is. It is lightning bolt or snowball, but in this case, because I want to see if I can do a lot of damage,
Unfortunate.
I actually need to do the proper roll stuff if I can find the spell again, which I'm very good at. That one. And that away.
Well, the electricity passes through them completely harmlessly.
Oh shit.
As
Hawk already had his zappy fists negated.
Happy Fist is lightning damage?
It's in the zappy, so yeah.
Oh, well. That is things I have no understanding of. I'm sorry, I did not. Oh well.
Alright. Theseus, end of your turn.
Come back to us, Theseus.
I'm trying.
You do it. At the end of your turn, you break free of paralysis.
He's the mad lad's back.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
I'm back to raise hell.
So, Bratu, just so I'm aware, all of the things you have left allow you to go into negative HP, correct?
believe Hard to Kill is very similar to Die Hard, which I believe is the other thing. But I mean, there's no disabled thing, but I am fucked. Hard to Kill.
Because I believe.
Oh, thanks to Hard to Kill, it's now triple for me.
Yeah, Hard to Kill came from with Mythic, which we're just running with anyway.
Oh yeah, so it's just triple.
Right, but I'm just double checking.
Everything else is Die Hard anyways.
So like your Die Hard and stuff is all, yeah, okay. It drops you to 0 or below 0 still. Okay, so he is going to take that's a ruler. He's going to take a 5-foot step. And once again, he is going to make 2 separate attacks, one with his rapier.
Once again, I am asking you to die.
Does that hit?
No, because I'm not paralyzed anymore.
Okay. Then he will take the second attack with his rapier as well.
Fuck you. I say that regardless of the result.
And he misses both times. Alright. Then he is going to take his obligatory swift action for his spell or his soul lash.
Nothing has to be obligatory, you know.
Who's that going through?
It's going like that. So
Can you leave me alone?
no.
I mean, awkward. I don't know.
Neither.
Oh wait, I rolled a ranged attack instead of.
That's-
I spit at him. There we go. Sorry about that.
So you take 6 or 7 points of damage instead, and are not paralyzed, as you manage to just barely avoid this lash. And the Juju zombie behind you is going to roll as well.
Good luck, Juju Zombie.
So me and Hawk aren't rolling.
Oh,
Ah,
it
Not
succeeds.
in the line.
does he confirm?
That's not how that works.
Oh, right, sorry, I thought he was hitting me. So
No.
my bad.
Because of his evasion, he also takes 0 damage.
Yeah, sorry, I thought you were rolling to attack me, that's
Oh.
all. Because you mentioned specifically behind me, I was like, oh no, it's coming again.
Alright, and here comes the first full round attack that he gets. Oh, he only gets he only gets 1 attack anyways.
Zombie.
It's a miss.
I'm very shocked.
Hawk, it's your turn.
I am paralyzed.
Oh, yeah. And at the end of your turn, you can attempt to break free of that.
I'm using, I'm giving him basically advantage with my Bountiful Resolve, since I can do that now.
Okay, so you roll twice and take the better result.
Hey!
Alright, at the end of your turn,
I'm
you are...
finally free.
At the end of your turn, you are no longer paralyzed.
That was a nice nap. What's going on?
Bratu, it's your turn.
5-foot step. I just gotta hobble away.
Okay.
And can I hold, since it's just a 5-foot step, this is a thing it's a long time since I've asked. Can I hold a full round action if it's ability related? It comes from a specific ability.
Ready to action standard or less.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I am going to
What do you have that's a full round action? Okay.
Ordered Strike.
Well, yeah.
So I guess this time around, I am going to put myself at perfectly 0 with my that healing gem that I forget the name of.
Your martyr's tier.
It holds up to 18. I'm at -18.
Okay, so you go to exactly 0.
Yeah, and I do that. And yeah,
Okay.
I'm just kind of hoping he
Prepare
doesn't
to
come after
fire.
me again.
Resolve. It's your turn.
Me again. It's me. It's your boy. It's Kinetic Blade Boy.
Okay.
So
And
take a 5-foot step in.
first attack will get parried. Or an
Stop.
attempt at parrying.
Well, I'm not targeting him. I'm targeting the spirit. So
He can still parry.
I disagree.
They are the same creature.
I disagree.
Good luck.
Thank you. That's a single attack. Whoopsie. Oh well, that can be the bonus one.
And the
That's
bonus
it.
one is negated.
Well, no, because the bonus one gets.
It has to beat a 40.
Shh. I'm allowed to try. Okay, so the bonus one missed,
Yes.
and the other two.
The first one hits and the second one misses.
Concealment.
And because you are targeting the spirit, it's going to deal half as much damage. So 25. Bringing him to a number. And
What's the number?
he is starting to look worse for wear now. After his quick infusion, he's starting to lose his stability, I guess is the best way to put it. Is that it for you?
Oh yeah, I don't have any other fancy tricks.
Alright. Juju Zombie. This one's going to move over to Emiko. And it's going to make an attack roll. Does a 20 hit you?
I believe it does not.
Alright.
For once. Yeah, my AC is 21.
Then it's your turn.
Oh, well, I'm gonna fucking dunk, I think. With the staff of Unk. Or, you know, the heart of Wormwood. No.
Very
Apparently its weapon attacks have not been added.
Is that a lazy eye here?
Are you making a single roll, or are you making a single attack, or are you using both ends?
It's a trap. Don't answer.
Say that again.
Can I use both ends?
Yeah. It is also in there. It's in your inventory. You just click on the little attack roll. See?
Lord.
Well, I guess that didn't matter since it probably didn't hit.
And then you need to do it again as well.
So, just single attack?
Yeah. The second one, I think, is enough. Yeah, second one is enough, and is enough to destroy it, actually.
Huh.
So you bring out the staff, and you give it one good swing, kind of crushing the zombie's head in and making the whole body collapse. Alright.
Nice.
Theseus.
That shouldn't be there.
Just do it
Theseus
here.
is gonna stagger his way over to his poor boy, and then take an aim at the captain. He's going to cast some magic missile at him.
Alright, I'm gonna need a spell resistance from you.
Oh.
All right.
Jinx stand. My Jinx standard comes into play.
That's what, a -2?
It's either +2 for his roll or a -2 for the opposing guy. I forget which.
It's a plus. Well, it's a +1 because you're not at level 10 yet.
Oh yeah, it's +1 right now. +1 bonus on caster level checks to bypass spell resistance.
Alright. So you'll add 1 extra. 1 extra.
Okay.
I lay
So I'm rolling my caster level then?
Yes. Actually, you might have a spell resistance. Let me just double check. Well, you're going to bypass it either way. Yeah, so you're going to bypass, and because that's not an attack roll, I think that just hits. Let me just double check that the ability works the way I think it does. Spellstorm. Yep, it has to fail to overcome. Alright, how many missiles do you get?
I believe I get 4.
Alright, so roll your 4d4 plus 4. $40-44.
I don't think that was correct.
Something broke.
118 damage.
Oh,
Theseus, what have you been
where-
doing?
Where did the +100 come from?
The damage number.
My vegetables.
The damage numbers are all correct, but what? What?
So we just take 100 from it, right?
No, that's the attack roll.
Oh,
What did
true.
you?
Undefined +100.
What did you do?
I don't know what I
I think
did.
that's just the way Foundry is like, oh, this auto hits. Nothing has a DAC above 100.
Well, actually, yeah, Magic Missile doesn't miss, so...
I guess that's fair. So he's going to take 6, 11,
The monk
13.
is onto something.
He's going to take 13 points of damage. And bring him even further into that rough-looking territory.
I will be...
Alright. I help. Collapse down next to
Well, the captain's going to take a 5-foot step.
Leave me alone!
Oh, he's going in for the kill now.
I'm back at 0, you son of a bitch.
I think the first one hits you.
The first one does.
So you're going to take 15 points of damage. And as a swift action, he is going to use his gory finish to...
I thought Gory Finish is just a standard action, like you roll an attack. Because there's something I've been looking at.
When you use the attack action, if you... I'm pretty sure it just works anytime you make an attack.
Okay, fair enough. I will be silent then.
I'll look into it again later, but either way, he's going to make an intimidation check against everybody within 30 feet of him.
Can you go away?
No.
Fuck.
I think that's enough to demoralize all of you.
It's a will against that, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, in which case I can't possibly succeed in this.
Oh no, it's just a DC. So 10 plus your hit dice plus your wisdom modifier. So yeah, that succeeds against pretty much everybody, I'm sure.
And what, so that's 10 plus 8 plus 8. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I think maybe...
Yeah,
So 10,
26 is my best there.
10 plus 8 plus... What is Hawks?
What skill?
This is... No, it's 10 plus your hit dice plus your wisdom modifier.
Wisdom, not charisma?
It's wisdom.
Okay.
My modifier for wisdom is 5, so I don't think there's any way I get it close to 37.
No. Well, he has to beat your DC. So all of you become shaken for
How many rounds? Because that's a big overflow.
average of 2 rounds a person. And the second attack is just a miss. However, because he did not choose to Soul Lash, he's going to take a bunch of damage now.
What's shaken? Yes, there it is.
1d6 times 4, so 4d6. So, as he cleaves the sword through Bratu, brandishing it in an intimidating fashion and demoralizing all of you just a little bit, the storm that's surrounding him is going to close in for a moment. You can watch as the entire body gets racked with visible pain, and he's going to take 10 points of damage for that.
What kind of damage does he take for that?
Damage.
My favorite kind of damage.
This zombie is going to actually move 5, 10. So, Hawk, you get an attack of opportunity against it if you choose to take it.
I don't see why not. And
I believe you just clobber it into the ground as it begins to move towards Theseus.
No.
Alright. Then that makes it your turn, Hawk.
oh my god!
Is that how I get
finally.
my turn? I have to kill a zombie? Nice.
If I'm shaken, can I move closer to the captain?
Yeah.
Shaken's just a negative to some rolls.
To just about
And
every
I
roll.
can move through resolved space because
He's an
it's not in
ally.
combat, or
Because he's an ally.
And I'm small, so you just kind of step over me.
I just hop up over. And because it's a straight line, I can charge, right?
No, it's not far enough. You have to have at least 10. You have to have at least. Am I having a stroke?
EM is buffering.
Wait, maybe I'm wrong.
You have to have at least 10 feet between you and your target.
That's
But you also can't have anything.
technically 10 feet.
You can't have anything in your way.
Okay.
That does. Yeah, the thing with charges, it does include allies.
Unless you try to overrun.
Resolve.
I probably don't need to knock over the resolve.
So, you want to move and take an attack then? Is that what your plan is?
I think I'm not that hurt. Yeah. Monk do the monk thing. I run and punch.
He sounds so depressed that this is life now.
Yeah, I just want to do cooler things. I just don't have any cooler things. Well, I can web from the cloak. But he's got spell immunities and stuff.
Oh yeah, spell resistance, which I help with by 1, but I don't know how. But hey, you're a monk. I don't know how good your caster level is or how it be decided.
It would use the items caster level.
Gotcha.
Whoa! Miss Ma'am.
Queuing after something.
Yeah, my hand. Can't tell if that was a play hiss or like a, hey, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
It doesn't say what level it's cast at. It just says
No,
once per day the wearer of this cloak can cast web.
It's the items caster level. So the cloak has a caster level of 6. So if you were to use that, it'd be 1d20 plus 6.
Plus 7.
And that would just be my standard action.
Yes.
Yeah, you can still move up in a space, which please do.
I mean, it's once per day. I might as well try it.
wasn't
I'm gonna
undead
get up in his
already.
face and I'm just gonna try and web him to like the floor.
Okay, let me. It's the spell web.
I was about to
Oh,
say,
that was
you wanna do
almost 18.
It's even a 12, I don't think helps.
Web
Oh,
is
yeah, it's plus 7.
an area effect. Oh, he actually doesn't get spell resistance on this because it's an area effect. He just makes a reflex save.
Oh shit, he's a swashbuckler.
Yeah, he is.
Does it get a 10 talk?
Oh, that's actually not
It was
amazing.
12.
Oh, well. I think.
Well, since it's not an attack and it's a save DC, how do you calculate the DC based on its caster level?
I'm pretty sure it's just 10 plus the spell's level.
By the way, what type of spell is web?
It's a conjuration, so it's a DC
Okay,
12.
never mind.
It's a DC 12, so he succeeds.
Okay. You rolled a 3 and did that. That's like hawk rolls.
You mad at me, baby?
That's better than my rolls.
Alright,
I don't know, your reflex save's pretty fucking good.
so that's your turn?
Yes.
Alright. Mr. Batu.
5-foot step,
Yep.
full round action.
Alright.
Hawk, kick his ass.
Is that
to
one
use,
attack or?
So
Can you use it for
Fine,
round a second?
this is the first time I have gotten to do ordered strike. I spend a full round action, grant one ally within 30 feet an attack action, which means however many attacks you get with an attack action.
You get 1.
Okay, that must be taken immediately with a melee weapon. It does not use up any of your immediate actions, nor does it change the initiative order. It is resolved at your full base attack bonus, and yeah, I use a point of resolve to use it.
But
So-
basically, punch them in.
You get 1 free punch.
Oh, no, it doesn't use resolve. If you succeed, I get resolve back. I
Alright.
can use people to gain fucking points.
And that would be a success.
Oh, concealment first.
Oh, yeah. So, roll your percentile. Yep, that does succeed. And it also succeeds in knocking him totally unconscious. Just dropping into...
Falls into webs.
He does fall into webs. And as he does, you watch the shade above him kind of rip into 2 different forms. The one that everyone can see now, that is the rough approximation of Haster, the hooded skeletal figure being yanked away from the captain's actual soul, and the soul being dragged back into his body. And as a few seconds pass, you watch the Haster shade get pulled fully away from his body and vanish into the ether, and the storm begins to rapidly dissipate as his soul pushes back inside of him.
Suddenly less happy about being connected to the ethereal plane.
And as the soul pushes back inside of him, the bodies and such dissipate from reality, leaving only the blood splatters on the ground and the turned over tables. And the captain unconscious on the ground.
Which he seems to be spending a lot of time doing.
Starts his turn in the webs, and he's unconscious, so he just is stuck now, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm just gonna roll him up in a bunch of webs, like an actual spider. So he's tied up.
Sure.
Can I do that? Because the webs doesn't affect me because I'm wearing the cloak.
Sure. We'll say that for 60 minutes he'll be wrapped up in webs.
Yeah, he's tied up for an hour, so we're good.
He's also unconscious, so...
Not if we heal him. We should probably try and heal him.
He seems to be stable.
Okay.
I'm not the only one that needs it.
Emiko is gonna step up to Bratu and then apply some healing, even though she needs it herself. But Bratu's health pool is bigger.
Nope.
Bratu's health pool is bigger than Emiko's, so you know. That's
Arcane spell
21.
failure.
21. So
Well,
I'm at.
I mean, the arcane spell failure is technically supposed to not be there, but I keep forgetting to use the feed. And then I have
Well, we can.
minus 10 to it by the armor I'm wearing.
Well, yeah, we can mess with that anyway.
I don't know how.
Oh no, I mean, in terms of we can just verbally deal with it.
Yeah.
Am I still scared?
No, the shaken wears off.
I wanna know how much. Does it look like Bratu is stable and not fucking dying?
I think Die Hard Staggered wears off once I get health back, right?
He looks a little worse for wear, but he doesn't look like he's about to keel over.
Okay.
You've seen
There
me
you
worse.
go.
You've seen me actually dead.
True.
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 Resolve hasn't, but Hawk and Emigo have definitely seen Bratu worse.
The Resolve's gonna wander over to the TCI. Just look down and just like,
Bratu's just
My
sitting here.
bones. His bones, too.
Everyone's bones right now.
Our bones.
I don't have any
ominous Japanese
bones.
players. So what you're saying is Theseus is alive and well? Well, no, he's just alive.
Yes.
Excellent. I extend my staff and ask for some magic.
Give
I
me
give him one magic.
only one.
How many magic would you like?
How many magic do I need to replenish the charge?
You need one of his highest level spell slots.
Maybe we'll save them. I'll borrowing a magic for later.
So that's like 4.
I'm gonna use another 2 moderate runes on Bratu.
Okay.
Well, it's going on.
Why does it never save my bars?
I mean, I'm not using any of my 3rd level spell slots at the moment.
I see a lot of healing spells. None of those were on me, were they?
I have
I was
updated
about
my
to say,
health.
only use one on me. Put the rest on other people. I can always just, go staggered again and refuse to die.
I can always just say no.
You can always resist.
I want some of those abilities.
Oh, you have hard to kill too, because I think you're at mythic level 1 like the rest of us, right?
Everybody has hard to kill. It's not an ability. It just changes the threshold.
Well, it does change things if you don't have something like Die Hard or similar. It does become sort of an ability.
No, it just
No.
triples. It just increases the threshold at which you just die.
Yeah, that's all it does. It's not like I use hard to kill. It's just I am hard to kill.
Well, no, it has more than that. Automatically stabilize without a check. You can act while below 0 hit points, and then yeah, it acts pretty much like Die Hard. where you can act while lose your hit points, but if you take strenuous actions, you lose a hit point. Bleed damage still applies.
I'm back at
Fine,
max.
I'll add it to my goddamn stuff.
I can save your ass.
I feel good again, guys. I'm good to go.
For 5 minutes.
Yay.
Also, just realized that I should have been using my drunken key and not my normal key.
Rip in pieces.
I need to add a...
So the captain is unconscious. You guys are licking your wounds. What's next? What's your plan?
Like his wounds too.
Ooh.
I'm kidding. Or am
I'm just really happy I got to use Ordered Strike for the first time this entire campaign. And that it was worth something.
What
And
was it?
it'll be the last time.
That ability is so fucking specific.
Alright. So
I will
Theseus
update
crawls into the light.
I think
crawls.
we could all use some healing, just in general.
Oh, your staff, the heal, captain.
I can't unless somebody gives me magic.
You don't. You have more than one charge.
No, it has one
Yeah.
charge.
Oh,
How
It
do
has
I
one charge of
recharge
each
this
of the
thing?
spells.
That's not how that works.
That is the description of the Staff of Harming.
No. So how a staff works is it has 10 charges. The number listed next to it is how many it uses.
That's not very clearly done either. Fine. I'll wander over to the captain.
Goodbye.
Go ahead. Sorry, I'll come back. I'll pick Theseus up.
No, my bones.
And I'll bring Theseus over to our designated healer.
My bones. Why would you do this?
And, sorry, I just have to quickly ask, are you saying that in character?
Yes.
All my bones.
Out of character, my bones are just sore.
I cannot. I don't have any more spell slots.
I
Or
have healing
spells.
hex.
Well, I do actually have healing hex. I forgot about that.
And then I'm going to move next to the captain, and I'm going to produce the staff again. I'm going to make another use magic device check.
Are you sure about that?
I'm going to use another use magic device check.
And I'm gonna healing hex as many people as possible. So, you know.
So you're
And then, because the captain is well and truly bottled up, I feel confident in poking him with inflict serious.
and dealing.
I don't know the thing of inflict serious. What is it?
It's 3d8 plus caster level.
And the cost level of the staff is checks the staff. The staff is cost level 8.
So 3d8 plus 8 damage.
hopefully healing should be.
We'll find
weird
out
if that
shortly.
Changed. I'm even more confused if that suddenly changed.
That will be 9 points of damage to the captain.
What?
Oopsie.
Wait, so he took damage but is resistant?
That appears to be it. Yeah.
I'm more fucking confused than ever.
I'm gonna. The resolve is going to look slightly confused to the staff because it's not doing what he thinks it's doing. So he's going to poke it up against R2. Does that resolve?
That's a fail.
Oh.
It's just gonna fucking harm him.
And as it fails, he just reaches the conclusion that maybe the staff is broken.
Well, you guys have used healing magic on the captain before, and it was half as effective.
I mean, I can throw a healing hex on him as well.
Emiko, where's my
Arr.
healing hex?
Are you close enough for a healing hex?
Fuck's sake.
We're all fucking close enough. Don't be lazy.
I'll beat you with my mask.
I've literally spent, I don't know, like 10 slots healing everyone.
Wait, and you forgot about your healing hex.
Yes. Shot.
Can I
That
be
was
healed,
one.
please?
Yes. There you
Yeah,
go. That's
there.
you.
Thank you.
Cat breath is stinky.
In
Stinky
there.
cat.
Sorry.
Okay, well, I'm gonna come back with my apparently deficient stuff.
I can healing hex the captain if we want.
Yeah, it'll just do be half as effective.
My bones. And is the captain. So
He's going to heal for 8.
Hey, it undoes the damage I did. Almost.
Almost.
It's 1 less than the damage you dealt.
Hey, who
That's
wants to be
almost.
blind and or deaf?
wait. I can.
Me.
Have I,
you take the staff
have I not decided?
Well, because
No, I
I've used it 3 times. Twice it's fizzled because my skill check wasn't high enough, and once it appears to have hurt somebody I thought it would heal. So it's deficient, obviously.
I'll take that staff.
That's my stuff. I found it.
Oh no, he's saying who wants to have blindness, deafness used on them. To test staff.
Oh, okay.
I feel like the monk is.
I'll take
debatably-
blindness, please.
I think he gets to choose. But,
What do I do?
oh, no, I was gonna say you would try to be the least effective by being temporarily blinded by a spell.
Oh, it's not temporary.
No, it's a curse. It's permanent.
What?
Yeah, no. Blinding me
No.
would suck.
No, never mind. No, stop that. Don't test that.
Volunteering here.
I thought it was just like a debuff. No, stop.
Well,
Give me the blindies.
no. I'll put the stuff
I
back away
am-
for now. It seems to be dangerous.
I'm sick of this world. I do not wish to look upon it.
Unless I get some daredevil level senses, I am not gonna willingly be blinded.
Monks can do that, but I don't know if that's a certain level or not.
Alright.
I must challenge my crafting abilities. I need to rebuild Thusius while blind.
So, you have licked your wounds and confused yourselves further. What's your plan?
Did we have a plan to begin with?
Damn, we
yeah.
still don't have a
Bye-bye.
plan.
Fly by the seat of our pants.
Okay, then what are you gonna do to fly by the seat of your pants?
Grab the seat of the captain's pants
Throw him off the ship.
and take him upstairs.
Alright.
Actually, before we put him in his room,
No,
I do
I'm not
want-
putting him
Carry
in the
him
room.
upstairs.
Let me.
I also don't need a ladder to get upstairs.
well, if you're not putting him in his room, then the first part of what I have to say doesn't matter anyways.
I'm carrying the captain upstairs.
Did the ladder get obliterated?
There's another one.
I also have wings.
What did I say? He can fly, I can fly, Hawk can jump.
And
I
Emiko
can just
fly.
walk on the wall and ceiling.
That
W-
too.
Wizard can dimension door.
Either way, you carry him up to the top floor. I don't have that.
Is the Flying Dutchman still there?
Yes.
Emiko can probably lift someone up with her, so you know.
Is Davy Jones on deck?
Give me a perception check.
Can I pretend that was a 17?
Why?
That was
Because a 31 looks better than a 24.
No, you cannot pretend it was. You see movement on the deck. You're not sure if that's Davy Jones or someone else.
The grumpy coral zombie.
Yeah.
Well, in which case I will turn to face the people around me as they go.
You will turn to face the people. And I'm just going to put it back on the world map for now, because
Yeah.
I don't...
I am just typing, sorry. 1 second.
It's fine. I just thought I had the other map on here.
There we go. And yeah, so he'll turn back to everyone and offer this suggestion.
Sounds good.
Yep, seems like a good idea.
I have reached... Oh, hang on, what does Emiko say?
Long John.
Yeah.
And what does Hawk say?
Maybe. I just don't know what they're gonna do to help.
I was this close to full consensus.
You should know that
Do what you
doesn't
want.
happen.
I know, but it was almost happened.
One can hope.
Well, but upon hearing that, the result will reply with,
Long
and I was just
Long
going
John.
off the spell. I was just going off the spelling that Gary has for his character card.
Long Jahana thing.
Yeah, that's what the result says to the group.
I suppose maybe they'll have a little bit more info on why the soul was being ripped out of his body by King in Yellow.
Oh yeah. While I was paralyzed, I saw y'all messing with one of the documents with him, and he changed the nose. Literally, when he was paralyzed, his head got stuck in that direction.
I was about to ask if the document or if the legend had changed.
Does someone take it out to look at it?
I gave it to the pet wizard, so
Theseus will take it out and take a peek.
It no longer appears to have that yellow paint on it.
Oh,
They might have ripped their grasp over Long John here. Might have just ripped it away from him, which is good.
yeah, I'll hand it over. You might want to bring this over to the Dutchman too.
If I can't remember in character how did the Dutchman react at just seeing the King in Yellow's book?
He told us to
Uh,
fuck off, essentially.
Yeah.
didn't like
Extreme
the
disdain.
information. Yeah, disdain.
So it's something related to Lichtum. Fuck it, we might as well take the risk. Fuck it.
Well, Lichtum prevents him from doing his job to the person that it,
Well, yeah.
pertains to. So I can imagine it probably annoys him a little bit.
But
Yeah.
didn't he also say that in Davy Jones's ledger, the captain seemed to very frequently
Yes.
come in and out of the book?
Yeah, vanish.
You know.
Well, he's going to try and bring the captain over then. If anybody would like to help carry the captain over,
Emiko will help.
himself if you want.
well, I have assistants, so we will do it like that.
Yeah.
Alright. So you guys fly back over to the Flying Dutchman, carrying the captain with you.
Then I'll carry Hawk and Theseus. I don't think that's gonna be that hard with those two.
I am not one to be manhandled. You should know this by now. I
Oh
will
no,
take
I
the
was
boat.
thinking like straight up sitting you both on my fucking biceps and flying.
What the fuck, dude?
Just manhandle the monk. Just do it.
Either way,
I'm not one to be manhandled.
you guys
Fourth string.
make your way over to the Flying Dutchman, where you can see the captain of it is watching the person who's trying to scrub the moss and barnacles off the deck, and there's just this increasing frustration every time he just can't get them up.
Hate it when I can't get it up.
I also get frustrated. God damn it, you took the joke out of my mouth.
Someone had to.
No, you didn't, but you chose
Oh, come on, you phrased it like that for a
I was
reason. I
about
refuse
to
to
say.
believe otherwise.
Look at how you phrased it, and look at who you're talking to. You can't expect any other response.
I can.
Fuck is
That is
extremely lewd.
foolish.
So, I'm gonna settle down on the deck with the other guys and place the captain on the deck in front of us, I guess, given that he's strapped like a soldier.
Which the sound is going to partially startle the captain of the Flying Dutchman. He's going to go, huh! You guys are back so soon!
Like, he didn't expect us to be back at all.
Boy.
Brought to him
I
with a
can't.
pawn. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you want to say something, Theseus, you go first.
I was just saying hello.
Oh, Ratu's gonna make a bit of a snarky comment and say, I'm sure that book of yours updated a good bit in the past few minutes.
I don't know. Wasn't watching it.
Why are you being snarky?
Well, not snarky, wrong word. Kind of jokey. Because he looks like he just nearly died multiple times.
Well, why would he, just look at the book and go, huh, what's the party doing?
I don't know. That's
And
why it's
just-
a
and
joke.
just
It's not. That's why it's a joke, because it's not really serious. It's not meant to be taken seriously, damn it.
No, but he's a normal person as well.
Anyway, the resolve will gesture down to the captain and speak up. I'm assuming, by the way, that we've heard his first name.
Actually.
Yes, you've
Oh.
heard us.
So,
Yeah.
Lichdom? I don't... For as confused as you guys are, I don't think you understand just how confused I am. And what are you on about? Was this about someone being a lich? I'm a little perplexed.
Oh, you
and-
don't know.
I'll go on to why you like this.
Sorry. I don't normally get to hold my knowledge over other people.
Oh, you haven't heard. Huh.
It's the new talk of the town, the new fad, the new craze. Everyone's becoming this mind-boggling lich.
Yeah, I am clapping, sorry.
Keys,
That's why. I think that's half of why Hawk is filling the void.
keystrokes,
Yeah.
keystrokes, keystrokes.
Though, it's always appreciated when Hawk fills the void with very funny things.
I'm not that funny.
I think you're decently funny.
I'm flattered.
I think your mom is funny.
Gary, you know
Um,
my mom has no sense of humor.
I neither. Same boat.
The elements and pretty stones.
I mean, look, that's just what he does.
And Miko will kind of butch in and go, I know you're not very fond of the book we showed you, but the legend itself had yellow writing on it that said mine on it. And, well,
Well,
he kind of saying the incantation.
that that makes me want to help you all even less. I thought I made myself pretty clear. I really don't want anything to do with that thing.
Don't worry, we fixed it.
Then the crux of my amazing suggestion is
No, 'cause he's not dead. It's not my job to kill people unless it's time for them to die.
Well,
I think Pharasma might just replace me if I start taking lives that don't need to be taken.
how much does Pharasma feature in Dwarven society?
Pharasma is a pretty common fixture in most societies because she's death. She's
Okay.
everyone goes to her when they die, and then they go from there to whatever afterlife they belong in.
So her tenants are pretty widely known then.
Yeah.
I'll actually speak up for the resolve and say, well, even if you can't help us directly, now that you know more, is there any other information you might be able to lend? Anything you know about this astral legend, especially since we have it on us? Anything? You don't have to help us directly. Even information is helpful. You're more knowledgeable about spirits and the like than any of us.
Well, you all mentioned an astral legend to me before, and I told you they're like phylacteries. Liches of some varieties use them to contain their souls. So you need to find a way to get his soul back out of the astral legend. I could sit here and bore you with the specifics of the Akashic Tome if you really want, but the easiest solution for you is to find a way to get his soul back.
Well, I don't.
This
think
is in
you
addition
would.
to his mention of Pharasma. I will interject with that.
Okay.
Just kind of playing on like any point of compassion he may have to see if he can help it through.
If he were turning into a real, normal lich, you would be correct. It would be my duty. But you are dealing with a different variety, one that is outside of my particular purview. The problem when it comes to the type of lich you're dealing with is they preserve their souls in a different way. And I mentioned it, the Akashic Tome, a demiplane that exists purely for the purpose of maintaining all knowledge of everything ever, souls included. As far as I'm aware, there's only two ways to get back a soul from the Akashic Tome. One is to physically go there, and I highly recommend against that unless you have some manner of death wish on you. The other is if that it's an unwilling participant in an ascension to lichdom. Sometimes, if you resolve the trauma that caused it, you can get the soul back.
Oh, again.
We kind of just knocked him the fuck out.
Well, yes, that is an effective solution to stop him from falling apart, but it will not solve the issue.
And
It's a
would-
temporary fix. Duct tape.
Yes, where he kind of after he hears Hawk and hears the next thing the Resolve says, he plays off what the Resolve said and goes, "Yes, where he battled an undead Kraken and lost all of his crew. Lovely."
Oh,
I wonder if the Kraken has anything to do with Mr. Yellow.
There's a good chance that his trauma is not related to what he's telling you. You'll have to do some investigation yourself.
Oh, I ended up in his head. Unwillingly.
I
Yeah,
can only imagine.
That is why I mentioned the Kraken and losing his crew.
But that's not the type of thing that turns someone into a lich. Whatever trauma it is you have to unpack is so much grander than a crew dying.
well. Have to go ready.
Maybe it was 2 crews dying.
If you are truly dealing with that yellow bastard, then it is something even I don't want to imagine.
My mom from
me.
Maine.
I can't be bothered rolling.
What?
Said I want to say the name, but I can't be bothered rolling a percentile afterwards.
Yeah, no, fuck him. Just the bastard in yellow.
do-
Not even giving
Only
him
thing
credit of his
yellow
time.
about
In which case, the Resolve will make to pick up Long John again and go,
Emika, what were you saying?
Do we need to keep Andy asleep for the rest of the journey? And that's actually a question for the captain of the Flying Dutchman.
Based on what you told me, when he wakes up, he'll be back to his normal for a while. That could be hours, could be days. Hell, he could go the rest of his life without another breakthrough.
I think we need the captain to control his crew if we're gonna continue to see it sail.
first things first, is the Resolve wants to go through the cabin while Long John's asleep.
That's the thing I was thinking earlier. So, on the same mind there.
Now, I enjoy our talks. Your insistence on talking to me about things I really don't want to be involved in. But if you're on this boat for a minute more, you're coming with me to wherever it is I'm going next.
Oh yeah, where are we going?
Always wanted to go to the inner seas.
Let's go.
I'm not down for that.
Yeah, joking aside, we appreciate what assistance you could lend. Thank you. And Bratsu goes to, once again, very much specifically pick up Hawk, like sit Hawk on his bicep, because Hawk is a monk with good balance, and then just fucking carries Theseus over his shoulder, his other shoulder.
I'm not. Please help me. I'm not joking. I've been wounded so many times with these people. Please don't let them take me.
That's so mean.
You know how much more damage you've taken if Bratsu wasn't here to soak it?
Well, we say, I think we say our farewells to the captain, then return to the
Help.
ship. And
Uh,
I'll feed Theseus like a dwarven trail ration.
Emika will thank the captain and then
All they
wish
do
him
is
good
throw
luck
bowling
before he
balls at me
runs away.
and feed me hardtack.
All right. So, you guys head back to the ship proper, and when you arrive, the crew has manifested again.
Plus it has.
And by the time you land, the Flying Dutchman has vanished, leaving only a trail of fog behind.
Who's coming with the resolve to the captain's quarters?
Hello.
I'm gonna go take a hard nap
That's
and
respectable.
sulk in my chambers.
What's the difference between a soft
Yeah.
nap and a hard nap?
One is actually sleeping, and the other is pretending to sleep.
Okay, fair enough.
Would you like to know, Weather Boy?
But hey, Hawk can take solace in. He actually did like a cool teamwork thing today, and it was what landed the finishing blow in the situation.
That's pretty neat.
That's
It's neat.
pretty
I'm,
neat.
I'm just happy about getting to use that ability. That's just gonna be me the rest of the night. Just happy about that.
Alright. So who all's going to the quarters?
I'm down to hang out.
But Theseus, you hate us.
Yeah, you were just talking about how much they abuse you. Are you gaslighting people?
Yeah, Theseus.
I Theseus said all those things.
It's like all those- Hey, I complimented you before that fight.
Okay, look, we will. So it is going to be Theseus, Bratu. Emiko, are you coming with?
Sure.
Well,
So Theseus, Bratu, Emiko, and I.
first things first, then. When you get to the door's locked.
Oh, for fuck's sake. It was unlocked. He hasn't been back here. Damn it, hang
We
on.
know of.
Bratu, give me your shield.
He's frustrated.
May I
Okay, you know what? Let's let.
Well, sure, you can do that.
Yeah. The Ratu kind of sits there. Since his mind's been on magic, he's like, "Oh yeah, I remember something Theseus has done before."
Okay, so you got
Kind of.
you have to make a caster level check with a +10 bonus.
Is there spell resistance, or is he just making a check?
It's part of the ability, so 27. So the door unlocks.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
no
I give-
door can withstand Theseus.
Eventually.
Theseus, I've watched several doors withstand you.
One. Okay, yeah, one door, not multiple.
Okay,
Is there a
I'm still-
second door behind the first door?
No.
Did you give me the
Oh.
shield, Bratu?
No, because Theseus opened it, but if you still want it for something else, he will.
The
That's
shield
not
is a
very
bonus,
fast.
isn't it?
It is a bonus. I also have the skeleton, 1 day of skeleton key if we really fucking need it.
I think the skeleton key is less of my bonus, though. I think the skeleton key is a plus
Well,
10.
no, it has once a day, just fucking works.
Okay, I would like to borrow your shield if you will let me.
The door is also open now. Or unlocked and partially ajar.
Thought it was a door.
What?
You said it was
Wait.
a jar.
Well, if we lose the door for no eye, even I enjoyed that, and I don't even like puns.
Anyway,
Okay, I will enter the room after haranguing the dragon for his shield.
okay, so you open the door and enter the captain's quarter, and it is messy. There's papers and books and such strewn about, and then the desk has a bunch of random knickknacks. The walls have different, almost like trophy items on them, like a sword or a musket. There's even one of the walls is entirely dedicated to a map that is just plastered onto the wall.
Before we start looking around, the resolve will address everybody in the room. We're not ransacking his place. We're just trying to, find things.
Understood.
What the fuck? Hard
Hey, is
cantrips
Theseus or Thuseus with us now? Because that seemed very Thusei.
I don't even think Theseus knows at this point.
Just understood. Oh
He's-
no.
He's just having like an identity crisis
I
of
mean-
whether he's really Theseus or Thuseus.
Thuseus is still unconscious, so
That's exactly why he's having the identity crisis.
Anyway, so I'd like to look around on the desk. And in the desk, if it has drawers.
okay. What's everybody else doing?
I'm assisting. Actually, I guess because of my skill set, I should let someone else assist him.
I've already got all the assistance I need. It's from your buckler.
But
Uh,
yeah.
I'll assist. I can do improved aid, which grants a +4 bonus.
Yeah, I guess we're all just crowding around me as I look at the desk.
No, Bratu is going to.
You
So
can
there's
do
a
it.
desk.
Look
What's the
harder.
other furniture?
There's a bed, or there's a cot at the back, there's a small dresser, there's like a bench, and then everything else is just a mess of like books, clothes, papers, etc.
I am going to first, before I look into the papers, I want to check the portion of the wall where I saw that eye in the nightmare.
Sure. What's everyone else? Well, Theseus is helping.
What's Emiko doing?
I'm checking my spell list.
So everyone's doing this stuff and you're just studying.
If only we had Cordelia here to sift.
I can sift,
Well-
but only if it's in an earthen area.
I can do detect magic, but it's not prepared.
Yeah, if it was an earth or stone area, I could absolutely sift. But
How do you spell sift? SIFT?
it's a cantrip though.
I don't have it. I only have detect magic.
Well,
Yeah, sift is only available bards, inquisitors, mediums, occultists.
she does have PTSD from her last sift. That's true.
Which is very true. Well, in which case, do I roll perception to start my looking around, or am I doing something else?
Everybody will roll perception.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I
See,
actually have
me,
it prepared.
Sonny.
Fuck. Surprisingly enough, I did not expect that I had detect magic in my thing right now.
Oof. These are not going well.
Uh,
Yeah.
Man, fuck, I know how bad that sounds.
So you want to detect magic and then make perception check, or
Yeah.
all right? Detect magic reveals nothing other than what everybody has on them,
Huh. That
and
was not one surprise.
And... Not worth it.
Fuck.
all right.
That's not bad.
So
A lot better than me and Theseus.
Bratu, you find a wall. You don't see anything particularly out of the ordinary on it. It just looks like a wall.
Okay. And I am kind of putting my hand where I particularly saw it, but I assume I don't feel anything either.
Correct.
Okay.
Theseus is helping me, so
Yes, I'm aware.
just making sure.
Emiko, since I assume you're just kind of covering the rest of the ground, nothing particularly interesting stands out from you aside from the door, which you do discover has an actual mechanical locking mechanism in it. So, about 5 minutes into your search, it closes and locks itself.
Resolve?
But the lock is on your side, so you can just unlock it.
Okay. Cool.
Resolve.
Hello.
You're just looking for what? Anything out of the ordinary? What do you?
Yeah, I'm starting specifically for things that look out of place, like false drawers, false bottoms, stuff like that, and then I'm moving on to just looking at the stuff.
Yeah, nothing particularly seems out of place, other than the fact that it's all literally out of place. It's all kind of shifted awkwardly as if someone sort of put it back where it belongs, but didn't give it a full effort. But you don't find any hidden bottoms, hidden drawers, anything like that. You do find that there is a map kind of secured to the desk that draws a path, like a sailing course straight to Sailor's End, which is hello cat, which is depicted on the map as pretty similar to how it's been described. Lots of spiky coral reef, but the map seems to have the artistic depiction of like a dark cloud above it. None of the paperwork you do find is particularly of interest. It's just a lot of ledgers and notes and kind of seafaring journals. There's none of it's necessarily interesting, but it does kind of fill you in on how long he's been sailing. You know, at least a couple decades.
Does the desk look like it's been moved?
Not intentionally. It looks as if it, you know, when you sailed, it shifts, but...
Any of the drawers on the desk locked?
No.
I guess Brighton can have his buckler back then.
Oh, wait, I'm wrong. There's one locked one.
Hey. Brighton can't have his buckler back yet. I'd like to spend some time trying to open it.
Okay, well, as you get down to eye level so you can see what you're doing, there's that smell again. That awful, offensive smell that you just can't place.
When did I last smell this?
When the Migo appeared. And when you were chasing the Proto-Shoggoth.
Right. Oh, God. Okay.
It's the smell of Eldritch. They have a smell.
The Eldritch smell. I'm still going to try and open it, but I'm going to be cautious about it.
Sure.
Before that, can Emiko go and kind of try to keep the door open?
Sure.
Just in case we need to get the fuck out.
It's pretty easy to find the mechanism that's causing it to do that and just temporarily disable it.
I am rolling disable.
It's pretty easy to pick the lock.
I will fold the buckler back into its appropriate places and slowly slide the drawer open. Being careful about it to make sure it's not trapped or have anything jumped out at me or something.
Right. So, let me just... It is just spores. That's what I thought. So, you unlock the drawer and you get it open. And that smell just assaults your nose for a moment and kind of makes you, even under the mask, crinkle up in just disgust. And from in that drawer comes out this like purplish green haze for a moment as it just... The drawer itself seems to exhale.
Oh, would I be able to get my filter mask up in time?
It doesn't seem to be coming towards your face, but yeah, you could.
I would like to do that to be on the safe side.
Sure.
Can I smell it at the same moment, or
Oh, you can all smell it now. Now that he's opened the drawer, you can all smell that horrible scent.
filter scarf up as well?
So the filter scarf goes up underneath my mask.
Yep. And so as you, you filter scarf up and you try to protect your faces, inside that drawer is this like blackish green moss that seems to just be clinging to the walls of the drawer. And it's almost drying out, like it's dying slowly. And you can see little spore-like things flying off of it every so often.
Okay. Is there anything else in the drawer aside from this moss? Like, is it misshapen?
Like give me another perception check. No, there is nothing else in the drawer.
No, 20. Nah, there's nothing there, man. So what? It's just covering the inside of the drawer in like an even coat all around.
It's not an even coat, but you're able to discern the parts that are thicker are just moss. Or
Is this something that knowledge dungeoneering would help me with?
yeah, it would.
Oh, finally get to use it.
You've been
To
after
the-
using that skill.
To the best of your knowledge, this is something that is typically only seen in structures deep below the ocean, that is representative of a creature known as an elder thing. They haven't been given any other name beyond that. And as far as you can recall, you guys actually saw one and fought one when you were in the Ifrit camp. The barrel-like entities that have a like 5-headed or a starfish formation for a head.
And this is like what they leave behind? Is this what they live in?
This is... You're not sure exactly what it is. It's something related to them, but you're not sure what it is to them.
The Resolve will gesture for people to back up a little bit, and he will produce his sickle
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of like gently reach into the drawer with it and see if he can like cut a section of it away.
Sure. It takes a moment, but you're able to.
And he'll kind of try to flick this separated chunk onto the blade of the sickle and like turn around so he can show people.
As you flick it up onto the blade, you watch it rapidly dry out and die.
Ideas.
Are we after
Resolve
trying?
will dip into his backpack for a moment,
Mm-hmm.
and upon looking inside his backpack and not finding what he wants in there, he'll look up and just
Torches. Let us
I have
hope.
an ever burning torch.
whoever burning torches give off heat.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I got burning hands.
Burning hands is not the solution to everything.
I
What
got I got flaming sphere, a volcanic storm.
Also, what
Scorching
Is that the answer?
what happened to putting everything back the way you found it?
Yes.
Everything is being put back the way I found it. Apologies for the spelling.
Yes, you may. Theseus hands over the ever burning torch.
It's just burning naturally, isn't it? I don't need to light it.
Yeah. Well, no, you have to issue a command word to turn it on, but then it just stays on.
I'm just gonna imagine that Theseus already said the word.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
In which case, I will once more peep into the mossy drawer. What a lovely sentence. And like just kind of like feed the torch into there, like not contact the edges, but see if it reacts to the heat.
It does. You actually hear this like kind of screeching noise, this very quiet screeching as you hold the torch in there and it starts to rapidly dry out.
You're just gonna try and dry out all of it.
It takes a minute or two, but you're able to.
Okay, and I'm gonna peek in there and make sure, like, well, I'm gonna take the drawer out.
You have to make a strength check for that.
So it's not like naturally roll it or anything.
Oh no, it rolls. It just seems to catch.
Oh, goody. Oh, for fuck's sake.
You are not able to get it out of there.
Once more, he'll look back to the group. Specifically to Bratu.
I mean, Emiko is pretty strong too.
It's true, but you're also less expendable.
I like how you weren't even sure which one to say there.
The spellcaster has less of a constitution pool, so
I mean, you said
Right
expendable.
Yeah, I was about to say that doesn't.
A certain
Anyway.
guy.
But I am harder to kill.
help me pull the drawer, please.
Yeah. I will assist or do it myself, whichever one you want.
I'll assist Bratu.
Does that mean that Resolve finds Emiko more worth than Pratu?
Magic users are typically less common than fighters.
Anyone can pick up a weapon and swing it.
So, Bratu, I'll be assisting you.
Yes. And so it's a strength check, Gary?
Yeah.
Really? Really? Apparently, I was needed for you to
Show my
That's
true
like a true
potential.
dwarven self.
that's only a total of 11. A nat,
Do you guys need help?
a nat 20 on an assist. That's only a +2.
That's a sad.
You know what? Bratu will sit there, because this is the very bottom drawer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he looks fucking squished as shit. And he's like, I have no momentum here. Like he is so, he is just so bunched up and like squished in this space, especially with the resolve that he can't like move. And he
Okay,
just
look.
goes, okay,
Yeah, I will help.
hold on, give Emiko a shot. She's
Hold on, I
smaller
will-
than me.
I will produce I'll produce my any tool and form it into a like a crowbar lever kind of
Yeah, you could have done that with the buckler that you have on your arm, right?
deal. No, that's only for disabled device checks.
I'm going to suggest something to you two. Pratu your legs up on to the thing and then, you know, hold on with both hands and then push with your legs.
No, I'm trying to get the drawer out of the desk.
Yeah,
How does that work?
but it's a bottom shelf now.
Well, usually on the drawer, you're not going to be able to hit the back of it from the back
Yeah.
of the desk. Most desks have a solid back that the drawer then slides against.
Yes, but isn't it pretty small? So you can sit on
Does that work,
something
Gary?
and then hold on to the thing with both your hands and then push and tuck at the same time.
Using your legs as leverage.
Yeah.
So would that work?
Let's have Emiko give an intelligence check. Bratu and Resolve give me another set of strength checks to so you two are gonna assist him.
Oh wait, I rolled twice. Sorry.
Listen, okay, I'm smart. Fuck off.
You are smart,
That's
Bruh.
rough,
but
buddy.
are we going to do well enough?
roll.
Bratu, strength check.
to work? Are you? I got robbed. That robbed me. I was like, oh yeah, 19. No.
What's wrong with this?
You guys do a good job of assisting him, but he's just not able to get it out.
Fuck, can I try?
Something seems to just be like holding it back in there.
Can I roll knowledge engineering to see if something's like hatching?
Sure, go ahead.
Ratu has literally already tried to get Emiko to do it, and you're just making him do it more.
That was a 15.
You see how I feel?
Nothing seems to be catching. Nothing like
Well,
You really need the help.
in terms of like
So trying
like
to-
mechanical
Special modifier.
like in engineering, in an engineering sense, nothing seems to be wrong with the drawer. It's just something is holding it in place the last like 2 inches.
May Theseus have a go at the drawer?
Man, look, I have a great addition to this roll, right?
Please.
It's called Open Your Bust, and it gives me a plus 10.
He's literally, it's just open, you bastard.
Okay, so I just wanted to get that out of my system.
Do you want to let Theseus try?
I swear to God, if we get shown up by the wizard again.
At that
I
point,
love
it's
that
all
it's-
3 of us being shown up too, because now Emiko's involved. Not just you and me, Resolve.
Well,
Skinny,
let's go then.
skinny little old man wizard is gonna like weasel his way in there. Excuse me, pardon me. Excuse. Let's
Give
see.
it, man.
See, he's gonna like brace himself a little bit, and
It was so close. It was.
So close describes our dice rolls for our skill checks all night.
I would like to
No.
show up at the door of the captain's quarters and be like, why do I hear so much grunting? Is something fun going on in here?
No, you can definitely tell the difference. It's not fun. It's anger. It's frustration.
What's going on?
Can I
Speak
try?
up with that.
Drawer? Is it locked?
Can
And just
I
open?
try? Emiko asked everyone in the room.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bro, I was
Well,
just gonna say he was right all
yeah,
along.
nope.
You get it. Do it. Oh
Hang
my
on,
god.
I have an idea for this. This is my last great idea.
Is it a hammer?
I pull my rope out from my backpack, and
Right.
I fasten one end to the drawer handle, and then I get all of us in a line.
Oh,
we can
can
all
I
roll.
just?
Wait,
I would
no,
like
hold
to
on.
just sticky
door
hand
locked.
to the
What's
door,
Hulk saying?
to the drawer, and I
Oh,
would
no.
like to try and pull it open before we try the rope thing.
Well,
I
have a
might as well
question.
get my strength check.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna
I
ask
only
if
have a +1.
he was locked out or
Please.
not, but it's auto-locking doors somehow on a pirate ship. Well,
It got propped open. Yeah, no dice.
Oh, it is a stuck drawer.
Wait,
Oh no, step drawer.
No. So I have
and
the
you
rope
tried to get
attached
on
to the
Gary for
door.
his pun. How dare you,
I tried to get on myself.
David?
And I use
I
my
haven't done
steel
that in
hand circle
Years.
to mold some of the wood away so we can just peer inside of the drawer.
I
If
think.
Andros was here, he'd use his gloves of shape.
Wait, can they
Done right now.
can they do that? The steel hand.
Steel hand stuff gives you a bunch of sunders.
Wait, what does the glove of shaping do?
It allows you to treat materials as if they were softer, so wood would be able to be shaped like soft clay.
So I'm
You would have to.
to like soften the wood to kind of like break it,
Yeah, you would have to break.
break open the front word.
Is anyone gonna interfere with that?
I'm just peeling the whole plank off, so we could
No,
just
no.
reattach it.
Don't
That-
do it.
I have a chisel to add to this.
If
Will that help?
the captain wasn't so off, to put it mildly, and he was a more normal person, I think we might be able to get by with removing a plank or something like that. Something people probably won't notice. But we gotta be more careful when, well, we all know the state he's in. Hell, just him seeing something off could cause issues.
All right. So you're gonna do the rope thing.
The rope thing. we all stand in line with the rope and pull.
Who's gonna lead the strength check?
We'll go from strongest to weakest, I reckon.
Okay, so everyone will make a strength check, but Bratu will be the lead.
If my dice cooperate. Otherwise, Emiko, you gotta pick up. Or. I think it's. Take the dice? Wait.
Why are we rolling so high now?
This
What's that?
It's still.
Out of the two weakest people rolled nat 20s. And
That is
rolled well, and then me and Resolve are still rolling shit.
that is still a failure. It's
How? There's two 20s regardless if I'm leading.
because
I am.
It's based. They give you like a +2 each, so it's like 2, 4, 6, on top of your 8.
Why? Why is this? Why am I
I'm
rolling
gonna be
this
honest.
way?
It's just not meant to be. Have fun. I'm gonna go back to my cot.
Can we change
No,
it up
no,
and then have
screw
Emiko
this.
try?
Screw this. I'm using inspired for this roll.
We'll go on
It
then.
is an ability check. I get to roll twice and take the better.
you also could surge.
I think inspired works better than a nat 1 here, so.
Twice. A 13's the first roll. I accidentally
Okay.
double clicked. It's a
It's true.
13.
A 13's still a
It's
it's
a nat 1.
still a
But I'm
fail.
going to search, and then we're gonna see what plus what they had on it.
Oh, surge first.
It's a 19 standing.
There's that open at
That's still a fail.
21 is still a fail.
20 is a fail.
If I search, will that add to anything? Given that my initial roll was a 4.
If it brings you at or above a 10.
So if I max on my surge,
Yes.
okay, it's not gonna happen. We all know that. But
By the way, I legitimately got up, dropped my headset, and walked away.
I rolled a 2.
That drawer just will not budge.
We've been defeated by a drawer.
I feel really bad for using knock on the door now.
Well, knock
I have an
only deals with
idea.
locks, correct? It doesn't make something unstuck or get something stuck unstuck, does it?
No.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but-
I'm gonna squat down next to the drawer.
Blizzard, you know mending, right?
I'm gonna speak in low, earthy
Yeah.
tones. I'm gonna speak Terran, and I'm gonna threaten the drawer that if it doesn't open, we're gonna break it.
Well, we have it open, right? We
Would-
just can't get it all the way out to check what I think you're trying to check.
24. This is 24. Intimidate the drawer.
Well, the drawer does not share a language with you, so no.
So I can't get it through like intent to a tone of voice.
You're threatening a drawer, sir. No.
Why not?
Because it's not intelligent. It can't be intimidated.
Alright.
I beg to
Alright.
differ.
I'm
I
going
smacked
to
you,
use
drawer.
I'm gonna
A hawk
use
smacked the drawer.
Wild Arcana. And I'm gonna use that to cast the cantrip open close
So
on the drawer.
your unarmed strike is relatively ineffective against its hardness. That is some sturdy wood.
Even
Oh.
with the soft
But
ring.
Theseus, the drawer is already open. We're trying to take the drawer out.
Yeah.
I ignore the first 5 points of hardness.
Correct.
Holy shit. That
That's-
is some
I
hard
also
wood.
don't take a -4 penalty for combat maneuvers while disarmed. Never mind.
That is a total 7 damage to the drawer.
Oh, I guess it probably needs like 10.
And 7 doesn't break a plank of wood.
Depends on what it's made of. There's some seriously absurd types of wood in D&D worlds. There are a couple that are basically like metal.
It's also
What if I was
it's also thick.
Like dummy thick.
Like dump truck fake.
Oh wait, I can add drunken strength to it just to add a d6. I will. I absolutely will.
That still
Add 2
Why are we
damage.
breaking the table?
still doesn't break it.
Because we can fix it using magic.
It's
Okay.
it's holding on.
I'm joining in. I'm gonna beat this.
All right, you managed to break in the front plank.
Yes. Now can I take it
Right.
out?
Actually, no, wait, no, sorry. No, you do no damage. What am I talking about? You only dealt 7 points of damage. That's not even close to its hardness.
Oh, okay. I'm getting
Hang
it.
on.
What
Uh,
if-
Then.
No. Wait,
What
wait.
Oh my god. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll break in the front plank.
That's what I fucking thought.
So you break in the front of the drawer.
Can I now take the drawer out?
You can pull it out to the same point you could pull it before.
I'm gonna yank the door open. Nope. I'm gonna keep yanking the door open.
Okay. I have an idea. So we have
Guys,
men.
just take the stuff in the drawer out.
No.
Why are you
he's-
all trying to pull open the
I've-
drawer?
he's
I've already
trying to
burnt
check-
everything that's in the drawer.
Wait.
He's trying to
Does
make
a
sure that the moss
Does a
that's
20
in
open the door?
No, a 20 does not open the drawer.
I assume Dave, you're trying to make sure that moss hasn't grown anywhere else, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew what he was doing this whole fucking time, and the problem is it's the only way I can think of too.
Is the
Just burn
desk
the whole desk. Just burn the whole
is
desk.
the desk affixed to the floor?
No.
All right, we're taking the desk.
You know, I should have. I thought about asking that question earlier, but I felt
Okay,
like
look.
it would have moved.
No,
In all
I
of
think
our time?
Theseus. I think Theseus is onto something. We grab one side of the desk and lift it up onto its edge.
Okay.
Yes.
I
Could I
also
just-
suggested turning the desk over.
There's a
I
bottom.
was trying to say
I'm sorry.
something, actually. So,
Yeah. What were you saying, Bratu?
I was apologizing to Hawk for not hearing him earlier.
Oh.
That's what I was doing.
So, on the bottom of the drawer, there's another piece of wood.
Is that what's stopping us from getting in, from like pulling it out?
No. Like the under the drawer to cover up like the rolling bits, there's a plank of wood.
Oh, so I can't see the place where I want to see.
Correct.
Can I pry it off?
Uh,
My crowbar that is actually my only tool.
you could give me a strength check.
Do I get
Oh,
circumstance bonus because I'm using the a crowbar,
Yes.
which is
4.
so that's a 19.
It's not enough.
Uh,
If you surge, you'll probably get there.
It's my last.
What if I
you know what?
used the lyre of building to open this thing with
You know
the
what, fuck
strength
it.
of 100 men?
It's my last surge.
There you go.
Good aid.
So,
6.
you with a little bit of elbow grease and a lot of work, you manage to pop the bottom plank off and like toss it to the side to reveal there is some sort of black blue tentacle attached to the back of the drawer.
Right. Now that I've expended my stocks of greatness, I would like to direct the more arcane-minded people in there to have a look about what this tentacle is. So, and the Resolve will grab both Theseus and Emiko and, like, basically direct them to said weird boy.
I'll take a sniff around in there.
I wouldn't recommend sniffing.
I don't know about sniffing specifically.
can I detect magic on the drawer?
There is no magic.
Asking about the tentacle that's behind the drawer.
There is no
Would
magic.
not-
Can I do knowledge, arcana, or spellcraft, or
You could do an arcana check. It appears to be the larval state of one of the elder things.
can I just burning hands it?
Elder things in things as in
We literally have one described to us like 5 minutes ago.
no, we're talking about
The thing we fought.
the Migo, the Shoggoth. I'm actually kind of looking for a specific here.
The elder thing. It's literally.
Elder thing.
It looks like a
It was the
walking
thing with the
plant.
starfish face.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the thing the Afridi turned into. There.
Yeah, the elder thing.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna put
okay.
the everlasting touch against the tentacle. Because I think burning hands is just gonna destroy the table.
Can I hyper focus the burning hands?
Yeah, you can. Just
If
for
that's the case, then.
yeah, we'll say just for someone will burn it.
I want Emiko to burn it because she seems to have a pyromanic streak again.
Cordelia said it's a pet if you're brave enough.
I think
I'm
it's
gonna
cute.
refrain from
A
using
tentacle being
anything.
mentioned involving bravery. Head is not what comes to mind, Cordelia. Especially when the bard mentions it.
She's the least horny out of.
Good friends with it.
She's literally the least horny out of all of you.
Excuse me, the resolve is
I
not
have
horny.
no idea.
That's it. Neither's Bronson. What the hell?
I'm
Emiko
literally
is
the only one that's probably horny in the party.
Yeah, actually.
Well, as you burn the larval elder thing, I think that's a good place to take a break and call it for the week.
We didn't find any information, but hey, we found a tentacle and got defeated by it.
No, you got defeated by the tentacle.
Are the tentacles
Yeah.
holding the drawer?
Yes.
Ah.
Is it dead?
Yeah, it's dead.
Wait, before we stop, is there anything else behind the tentacle?
Give me a perception check.
Detect magic.
Interesting. Yeah, there's nothing.
I hate you so much.
All right. Well, that's a great place to stop since you guys just spent 25 minutes on that.
Why do I feel the urge that we should just take this dresser, not dresser, drawer, all his whole desk, take everything out of his drawers, leave them aside, and then pitch this in the ocean? Anyone else with me on that?
I'm down for that.
We've already burnt it. It's gone.
The whole desk?
No, the thing inside the desk.
Oh no, I'm saying the whole desk.
All right.
his desk.
Yeah, those moss leaves spores behind, and if you didn't get a single spore, then the moss is only coming back.
The desk belongs to the sea.
All right. Well,
Burnt the entire ship.
it was a fun time. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Do you want to know what the DC was, or do you